Right now. If you are, you're gonna be chilling with me for a second, because we got Brent solving some technical issues on his end. So, we're just hanging out.
I got it. Okay.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, we are in business.
There we go.
Sorry.
All right, so looks like we're about to start the episode then. Let me get this set up. All right, hello, stream people. Brent's got to pee, so
Please stand by.
it's the Brent has to pee situation. So this cannot. Okay. Yep. So if only we could turn the mics up louder, you could hear Brent's piss stream. He's peeing right next to us, like into a cup. No, I'm just kidding. We have a bathroom here. But as you can see, behind us, behind me, and what will soon be Brent, is this Guitar Hero cool background, because today's episode is all about, rhythm games. As you can see. Oh, all right. Here's Brent. He's done pissing.
Done pissing.
All right. Here we
Ready
go.
to take on the world.
Yeah. All right. So let's get this started. And yo, and hello and welcome to the 191st episode of GameSpeak Podcast. Sorry if you hear any clicking. We are working on some audio issues in the actual podcast sound. But anyways, new episodes go up for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube, so you can see us in stunning high definition, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are now streaming live every Tuesday at 7:40 p.m. CST on 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast. If you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else, this show is two childhood BFFs bringing you all things video games. You can find us online at GameSpeakPodcast.com, where we need you to subscribe to our official newsletter so we can never miss it. So we can make sure you never miss an episode.
So we can make sure you never escape.
Also, be sure to join the community in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. I'm one of your hosts, Jamal Jafra, alongside Brent. Bombing the bass. I don't know what that means.
Bombing the bass. I'm imagining like a fish full of dynamite or something.
Quit bombing that bass,
Quit
Brent.
bombing those basses.
Yeah.
Throwing grenades into a lake. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good way to fish.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you'd have like chunky like fish parts, but I mean, it works. It's like cooking the fish right out of the pond.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Anyways, but yeah, so we officially this time, if you're watching the video version of this, we'll have the voice of Devin, actually there.
Knock on wood, Last time
yeah.
we said that, and then we just we were talking to ourselves the whole time.
Yeah, so
like maniacs.
Yeah,
so.
it was like magic. Like we would talk, and then we'd be like, oh yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying hard here, But we've got Devin on the sticks over here. I'm gonna call him the sticks.
Devin, say hi.
Well, hello. How's it going?
There you go. See, he's also learning the distance from the mic.
Yeah, I gotta experiment with it.
Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. He's the what's the word for it? What do we call him? He's the intern right now.
The disc jockey.
Or the Jamie.
If you guys,
Jamie.
yeah,
he's
Jamie.
the Jamie, but I mean, like, what do you call he's a rookie.
What is
That's what I'm
Jamie?
saying. He's the rookie. Like we're showing him the ropes.
Oh yeah, okay, I like that.
I mean, he knows a lot about stuff.
It's like training day.
Yeah, it's like training day.
Where's Denzel Washington?
Yeah, and who was the other guy?
I forgot who the other guy
was. It Ryan Reynolds?
It was somebody. Yeah, definitely pull that up. We got to figure out who
the Training
the
Day?
actor from Training Day
who
was.
was in Training Day? Was it?
So, anyways, what have you been doing, Jamal?
It was definitely not Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I was really wrong about that. I like
Ethan Hawke.
Okay,
Ethan
yeah.
Hawke.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, so be sure to go check out our trailer reaction videos on youtube.com/createforsanity. We just posted a new one today. We've been posting a lot of them. Ethan Hawke's guys.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke. Look, man, we're trying.
I'm
all right.
sorry, Aaron.
Ryan Reynolds, Ethan Hawke.
I was
Brad
gonna say
Pitt,
Eric Bana,
white guy. You know, like
Fraser.
Brendan Fraser.
with Denzel Washington. Anyways,
That would be so funny if you just had Brendan Fraser doing Training Day. Like,
so I watched Brent another A24 film. You know,
yeah?
I had to.
What was it?
I watched The Lighthouse.
the
starring
one with Robert Pattinson and Willem
Ryan
Dafoe?
Reynolds. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, and Willem Dafoe. Yes, that one. And it was very,
Heard it was weird.
very, very weird. It was like, okay, let me explain. Like, okay, so it's about two guys in like 1890 that they're wikis. That's what they call them. Wikis are like people who watch a lighthouse for like, you know, an extended amount of time. And it's just the two guys, and they're out in the middle of like the ocean taking care of this lighthouse. All right. And so like it's about them slowly going insane / like a bunch of weird shit happening where you're kind of questioning it, like, is this actually happening, or is it, you know, in his head and all this stuff. And let me just say, there's some parts that are on the level of hentai, like when it comes to
Like tentacle porn?
tentacle porn, like straight up, like no lie. You will watch this movie and be like, I don't really know what's happening.
So they're fucking octopuses?
It's worse than that. It's worse than that. I don't want to. I don't want to spoil this, but I'm gonna spoil it like we always do about
God,
this time.
spoil this. I need to know.
There's a mermaid that keeps appearing,
And they
like,
fuck her.
No, okay, hold on.
I'm sorry. I'm
not
sorry.
they. So Robert Pattinson, whenever he first gets there, the last junior wiki before him died,
Okay.
and like I guess he killed himself or
By
whatever because he went crazy. Now, whenever he's looking, or whenever he goes and sits down on the mattress that he's going to be staying on, there's a hole in it. Obviously, the guy's been, you know, fucking this hole in the bed, but he finds a statue, like a carved statue of a mermaid. And so he starts having these like weird fantasies that a mermaid appears on the beach, like on the water, and she's just like naked. And then like they start making out, and she's just like, "Rah!" Like screams like it's really weird. Like she's like a siren or something. But at one point, it goes through this like weird like he just did a bunch of acid type setup where he's just like seeing this mermaid, and it just zooms in on this mermaid's vagina.
What?
It is so gross.
How does the mermaid have a vagina?
It just has a fucking
like
vagina.
But
it's
all
flipper?
fish down there.
It's just like it's like opened up like just mermaid vagina. Like I don't know how to
What?
explain.
I almost have to watch this movie just to like understand how that's possible.
Brent wants
you
to
know?
see the mermaid
You
vagina.
definitely need to see this movie. Just like it's really hard to understand.
You've
until
sold
you've
me
seen it.
on this movie. Dude.
I think I've sold it to a bunch of weeaboos too. Whoever's listening, and they're like, "Oh shit, I'm in."
Oh my
Well,
god.
I watched an oddly erotic movie this weekend as well.
Which one is that?
Have you seen Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves?
Okay. We turned it on, and like 2 seconds into it, I was like, it was like Eli Roth, and I was like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I shut it off as
That's
soon
what
as
told
I saw
Audra.
Eli Roth.
I was like, oh, dude. I saw Eli Roth. I was like, they're gonna fucking chop his nuts off.
Yeah,
or
they're gonna
something.
torture
I was
him.
like, this is
I
gonna
was
be
like, I'm
fucked
good.
off. I was like, I told her straight up. Nah, the movie, the acting is horrible.
Yeah, it looked really bad.
But also, it was kind of a fun watch. It wasn't as brutal as like some of Eli Roth's other work, but it was still. It had its moments that were where the Eli Roth shone through. You know what I mean?
yeah, I can't.
It
like,
wasn't like Hostel or anything or like Green Inferno.
Did
or
anybody
anything
get
like-
their eyes plucked out?
No.
Did anybody get?
Actually, only one person died the whole movie, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, but
and it wasn't even that brutal, but it was
Okay.
still kind of a fucked up movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, well
But
then
to say someone
I might
not
have to
dying
watch
in an Eli Roth film doesn't necessarily mean good things.
it. Yeah, it could just mean they got tortured.
The whole time.
Yeah, like that. Just seeing, his name pop up like scared me, and then also the fact that it's weird because it was like on the top 10 of Netflix. Like it was like number 3 most watched, movie today. And I was like, I feel bad for all those people that have no idea who Eli Roth is.
I was expecting it to be way worse because of the Eli Roth thing. Like I had, as soon as his name popped up, I was just expecting like fucking just brutality, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Back to The Lighthouse though. Watch it just to watch Willem Dafoe's like accurate like portrayal of a wiki, like his like speech and how he talks. It's ridiculous. Like there's like a part where something happens where like where Robert Pattinson confesses something to him, and he's like, "You shouldn't have spilt your beans, boy." And like he and he just keeps saying, and it like echoes, like it's like, "You shouldn't have spilt your beans," and like it just keeps doing that, and it's so fucking funny.
I need to watch this. This seems weird as hell.
It's also really disturbing though. It's not just funny; it's disturbing. And like there's he's like got the pipe or whatever, and like Robert Pattinson lights it for him. And he's like, "Thinky." Like he says thinky, and like I was like, man, there's a lot of words I want to adapt for real life from this movie. Like I just want to start saying that shit to people. Like like a waitress brings me like my rolls at the fucking restaurant, and I'm just like, thinky.
We could bring that into style.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it was that's how they actually talk. Like the guy who made it is like Robert Eggers or whatever. He's the guy who made The Witch, so he tries to like. God. He does all of his research like on how people would actually talk.
The Witch, dude.
Why?
Like, I couldn't stand it. I was so bored.
Did you not like Black Phillip?
No. It was stupid as fuck.
Wouldst thou like
it was a fucking sheep. Was I supposed to be
It wasn't a sheep, it was a goat.
Whatever, dude. Was I supposed to be scared of this fucking goat? Like,
yes.
Hell no, dude.
Also, the witch just eating an infant at the beginning. Like,
fuck
come on.
that baby, dude. No. That movie sucked, dude. That movie was like The Village. I'm sorry.
The Vavitch was good, dude. It was really good.
Where did you watch?
What did you think, Devin? Have you seen The Vavitch?
No, I have
Oh,
not.
man.
I have a lot of watching to do.
You should watch this movie just to like give us an objective opinion, because
an objective opinion,
a middle ground,
outside, yeah,
middle ground opinion.
The Witch was good, and
where did you watch The Lighthouse on?
Every A24 film is on Prime right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I love Black Phillip. I love his voice. It's so soothing. She's like, "Wouldst thou like to live deliciously?" Like as soon as he said that, I was like, "That's iconic. That's iconic, and that will go down in history."
Bro, that's some Lord of the Flies rip-off bullshit, dude.
They didn't ask about living deliciously. They didn't even care. They didn't even care if I lived deliciously. Anyways, also, yeah, that's
old fake Ari Aster fucking ass.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm being too hard on this guy.
This guy's a different kind of horror. Like Ari Aster does like really, really good story and like, but it's not artistic like what this guy's trying to. He's trying to make it artistic.
Bro, okay, Ari Aster's movies are pretty artistic, dude. The way he like puts it all together is. I mean, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It's a work of art.
It is a work of art, but I mean, like, this guy's whole goal is to make it like theatrical artistry. It's not like he's trying to tell you the best story ever. It's like he's like, I just want to give you a visual feast. Like with the Lighthouse.
But you can't say that's not what Ari Aster was going for with like Midsummer. You know what I mean? Like the whole movie is just like a whole like brightly lit, beautiful fucking filmed differently than any other horror movie kind of like
that's true
spectacle. You know what I mean?
They even had the borders of the film were white instead of black.
Yeah,
I guess you're right. I guess, but A24 in general is like just artistry.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
not knocking that other guy. I'm just saying you can't. Yeah.
I'm sensing some bias.
Yeah, lots of bias.
Just because fuck that one movie, but that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
You better start liking that
I will definitely
movie.
have to watch some of these to give an outside opinion.
Yeah, watch The Witch, watch The Lighthouse, watch Hereditary. Hereditary is the best scary movie that's come out in like decades.
It's so good. There's no
I've heard a lot about Hereditary.
room for debate on that. It's so good.
Not any room.
You can't not like it. Like,
anyways, let's jump into the video game news. All right,
Yeah.
let's get straight in there
Yeah, let's talk about it.
because it's a big week.
Big ol'-
I didn't even talk about the most important thing. I'm getting an Xbox Series X.
Oh boy,
Like,
son.
I've already. It's coming. It's gonna be here on the 18th. So 8 days from now, I'm gonna be able to tell you guys what it feels like to hold that box.
Man, you got me wanting to do it. So you're doing the payment plan? Huh?
Yes. So you have to have somewhat decent credit.
Really?
Yes.
So they do a credit check on you?
Yeah, because it's a credit.
an
It goes through
installment
Citizen One for like your credit. Basically,
Even if you go through like GameStop or something?
Yeah, I went through Walmart.
Because I'm thinking GameStop, that might be the incentive to go through GameStop is because they're doing their own little thing.
And
over
it's
there.
the same thing. It's
It's
all.
not necessarily the same thing because GameStop's got the thing for the PS5 too. It's like,
I mean, it's the same one I checked. Like,
It is?
yes, I went into the website for Xbox All Access, and it says choose a retailer, and you can choose from Microsoft, Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop, and then the other one. And I clicked on GameStop, and it was the same thing as Walmart and everything.
okay.
But what happened was this morning, whenever I first checked, everything was sold out. Everything was gone. And then I saw it, whenever I was getting news for the podcast, I saw an article that said if you missed it at 11 a.m. or it said at 12 p.m. Eastern time, Walmart is going to put up some more consoles for the Xbox Series X. And I was like, oh shit, when's Eastern time? And it was like 30 minutes away from whenever I saw the article. Like here, that's 11 a.m. It's Central time. And so I jumped on. I had it ready to go, and as soon as 11 a.m. popped up, things started messing up. Like, the website was messing up. I was like, that must mean a bunch of people are trying to get on it.
Yeah.
So I start, like, refreshing, and finally it pops up. I click on it. It takes me to it, and it's like, sorry, too many people are trying to come to this website. Try again. And so I just kept scrolling down, tried again, scroll down, tried again, scroll down, tried again, and finally it went through. And it was like, put in your information and, it'll be part of the application. And I put it in, sent it through, and they were like, you've been approved. And it's like,
Nice.
your Xbox will be there on November 18th. So what happens is, basically, you don't even have to make a first payment until 30 days after your Xbox gets there. You have to make a payment within 30 days of your Xbox arriving. So, and then it's $35 every month for the...
They said a whole lot of gang shit.
It is a whole lot of gang shit. This is that Xbox gang shit. But so basically $35 a month for 2 years. That includes Game Pass Gold and the Xbox. And then at the end of the 2 years, you'll have paid $25 less than you would have if you would have paid for the console up front and then 2 years of Game Pass, which is not much cheaper, but it's still the fact that you're not paying more for this is crazy.
Yeah,
So
well, 2 years from now, the console will probably be cheaper. than
yeah,
it
but
is right now.
I don't want to wait for that.
I'm
shit.
just saying, you know what I mean?
But that means nothing because you're getting it now. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying.
It's like you don't pay a single dollar and you get fucking Xbox Series X up front.
No, I totally get it. I feel
Yeah.
like that's a great deal. I'm
And-
just saying, like, $25 cheaper probably won't be $25 cheaper 2 years from now.
No,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
but if you were to go to Rent-A-Center and do the same shit, you pay like an extra $200
yeah,
by the
fuck,
time you're done.
Fuck Rent-A-Center.
No, so
There's
what-
no
what I'm
interest
saying-
on it, so it's just
Yeah,
drawing it
zero
out.
interest, $0 down. As long as you have decent credit, like obviously they're going to do a hard credit pull. So like if you don't want your credit to be affected, don't do it. But I feel like I had decent enough credit where I don't really care
Man,
for the
I thought
credit
you
pull.
could do this in cash from GameStop.
No, you cannot.
Are you 100%
I'm,
sure
I'm,
about
I'm, you can Google or
that? Will you look this
Devin,
up, Devin? Yeah.
Jamie Devin, Jamie. This is all you,
And
man.
what is you? So what do you?
Look up
Brent?
GameStop Xbox Series X payment plan.
Look if you can do it up in cash. Let's do the PS5 while you're at it too, because I know they have a payment
In
plan for.
cash?
Yeah. See if you can do it in cash.
How would you?
Yeah, because
So you'd have to visit the GameStop every month.
Just look, just figure it out. You'll
yeah,
figure it out.
see right there, GameSpot X installment plans available. Click on it. It says through GameStop. It says layaway or installment plans. GameStop will offer installment plans with third-party payment services, including QuadPay and Clamma. That allows shoppers to pay off their purchase in 4 installments over 6 weeks. Oh, okay, so it's not the same type of payment plan. So you have to pay it off over the 6 weeks, and then you get your thing.
It's saying here that there's 3 different options. They have a layaway, and installment plans, and then rent to own.
Yeah. So in an internal memo, GameStop said it's working with a reputable third-party partner to offer rent-to-own options for many items, allowing customers to take the product home with them with minimum upfront money and pay it off within 1 to 12 months. You'll also retain the option to return the product at any point. So,
yeah,
but that's the other thing, though.
That's what I'm saying, though. I think GameStop's got their own little thing going on. With
for
this,
1 to 12 months versus 2 years. So, like, I don't know. Go down. Is there more to that right there? Yeah, it says shoppers.
You're probably gonna be making bigger
Microsoft,
payments.
and then it mentions Microsoft's Xbox
All access. Yeah.
So there's an alternative for PS5 people who want to.
It says,
do this
unfortunately,
kind of
no such payment plan has been announced yet for the PS5.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
In fact, at this point, all we know about PS5 pre-orders is that the first round will be available on an invite. So this is.
So GameStop has come out and
has
said that you can do PS5s. From
type in GameStop PS5 payment plan.
Well, the 3.
No, this is an old article though. Type that in. This is a really old article. Type in GameStop PS5 payment plan.
Because we talked about this a few months ago, I feel like,
Yeah. No, that's the only one.
October 8th. Well,
no, look, it says PS5, Xbox
that's
Series
the same
X.
article.
Yeah. So the 3 ones that we talked about, the layaway,
but see, no,
the
I think that
plan.
article wasn't saying that it's not doing PS5. It's saying PS5 isn't doing like an all access program like Xbox.
That's what I was just
it's
about
not.
to say.
Yeah, it's not saying that GameStop isn't doing a layaway thing for.
Yeah, so GameStop has their 3 that you can do Xbox or PS5 through the layaway installment plan or rent to own, and then Xbox or Microsoft itself is doing what you're doing, the all access.
Yeah, which you can do through GameStop if you so
but
choose.
you can still opt to do the other 3 with an Xbox through GameStop if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, but
it's still only saying so. Like with the PS5, your only options are the installment plans or the rent to own.
Yeah.
So like
there's not anything
and you're
through
not
Sony.
you're not gonna
get
fucking Game Pass or
or
anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just through the store.
But there's still an option. If you're a dedicated Sony person,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? GameStop might be your way to
But
go.
in a 1 to 12 months, so like, and I guess that 1 to 12 months, and they also didn't say for sure that's happening. They said there was an insider email that people were talking about it at GameStop. They never announced it. Like
GameStop has announced it. They've said explicitly. I've seen articles from IGN and shit about
I'm trying to find it because like I'm not seeing anything about it. Like it's always that one.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Here we go. This is T3. PS5 set to offer its own solution to Xbox All Access payment program. No. So this is saying, like, it's another one saying that they were talking about it. So I don't know. I really don't. But like whenever it comes to GameStop offering that, because I also saw PS5 won't be available in store at any retail place, even possibly till past the end of this year. If you did not reserve or like pre-order a PS5, you will not be able to get one until possibly the end of this year.
Yeah, I'm thinking all of these things are probably gonna not really be that available until.
Well, no, Sony came out and said they will not physically be in stores. Like even during, there's an article that we're gonna
They're
get
all
to.
getting shipped to the people who pre-ordered.
Yeah, it's like, well, you'll be able to pick it up if you pre-ordered it, but there won't be any on shelves until past the end of this year. Xbox is gonna continually be putting stuff out. That's the other thing. Like, it's in an article we're going to read.
Yeah.
Sony's
But
slacking.
anyways, yeah. So hold on. Just so you guys know, we're using gaming articles from around the web, and we do not claim any of the material as our own. We're simply giving commentary on said articles. And Brent, you can go first if you want, because we were just talking about all that shit. But
yeah, okay. So let's see. Some of Sony's first-party studios have been busy updating PlayStation 4's exclusives with PS5 in mind. Games like Days Gone, for example, look and play even better on the new system thanks to beefy patches. And it seems like PlayStation VR titles are getting in on the action too. Blood and Truth, the bombastic action-adventure from London studio, has received an update that will ensure it runs even better when played on a PS5 via backwards compatibility. As you can see from these tweets, which I don't have, unfortunately, I'm sorry.
just believe them.
Just believe these tweets exist. The PS VR exclusive will really benefit from PS5's extra grunt, higher resolution, up to 90 frames per second performance, and more detailed assets and textures. It seems this will be the best way to play the game. Of course, it's worth remembering that PSVR does not work with PS5's new HD camera. You'll need to use your PS4's camera as well as a special adapter that Sony is giving out for free. Still, once you have it all set up, you should be able to enjoy Blood and Truth with enhanced visuals. I know this is good news to a lot of people who felt like Sony was kind of ditching
PSVR.
Yeah, I mean, they're at least giving developers the option to patch in upgrades for VR games.
Yeah.
So that's good. Hopefully more third-party developers will follow suit with their games for the PlayStation. You know what I mean?
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a big
I'm thinking
audience.
at least all the big ones like Beat Saber and Rec Room and stuff will get some kind of bump. You know what I mean?
Beef saver.
Saver.
No. Alonzi Jonesy says, I'm just saying, if Hastings or Blockbuster are around, you could dead-ass rent the console and see if you like the console first.
Facts, dude.
It is facts. So next bit of news here. This is some good news from the PS5. Steve Watts at GameSpot with the PS5 just days away. Sony has detailed how it plans to dole out PlayStation Plus rewards going forward. While it seems as if the service will continue to focus on giving out PS4 games for the immediate future, it seems to be aiming at adding PS5 games to the rotation in the long term. All PlayStation Plus members will continue to receive at least 2 great PS4 games each month. Sony said in a PS5 FAQ on the PlayStation blog, quote, "It is our goal to add PS5 games regularly to the monthly games lineup, so check back with us at PS Blog for our monthly PlayStation Plus announcements." End quote. Sony has already announced 2 PS5 games coming for PS Plus members. Bug Snacks will be available on launch day, but only the PS5 version. Similarly, Destruction All-Stars will be coming as a bonus Plus game when it launches next year.
Damn, so you're telling me they're giving out free PS5 games throughout the whole...
Well, they didn't give a time. They said eventually that's what they're aiming for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say there's not that many games.
Yeah,
yet.
I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon.
Giving them out for free before they even release.
Yeah, I don't think
They're
this
like,
is like that
but-
big of news. Like, I feel like it was obvious that eventually
Yeah.
they're going to do that, but I think we're going to be waiting like two years probably before
Yeah.
they have
Although-
enough games to
They're
do
going to
that
build up
with.
the library a little
I
bit.
wouldn't be surprised if you keep getting the free PS4 games every month, though. You know what I mean? On your PS5. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you will? Well, I would imagine.
I would imagine
That would be
too.
stupid if they didn't.
That'd be kind of a dick move, you know?
Yeah.
What I mean?
Whack. All right, what you got?
Let's see. The PS5 will launch on Thursday, November 12th, and Sony has published a huge frequently asked question outlining a lot of details about the new console. Buried in the FAQ, there are a few new tidbits that mean you'll be able to play even more games than you might have expected on the PS5. PS5 games will be region-free, according to an FAQ, which means you'll be able to play games from other countries without any issue. That could be a big deal if, for example, there's a game released in Japan that you want to play that doesn't get an official release in the US. That game will still work on your PS5. The PS5 will also support Sony's PlayStation Now cloud gaming service, which we pretty much expected. Which means you'll be able to play more older PlayStation games than we previously knew. So that's pretty cool with the no region lock thing, because I know a lot of those Japanese games are just come out and they're just Japanese exclusive. You know what I mean?
Like Mother 3.
Especially a lot of VR games were like that too last generation. Like there were a lot of like Chinese VR games that just never came to America. I don't know.
I can only imagine what those games were. No, but
Mostly horror.
anyways, Darren Bonthwis at GameSpot says, with the launch of the PlayStation 5 this week, console gamers will be able to experience solid-state drive technology that has been fine-tuned for quicker loading times and transitions between games. Both models of the PS5 will come equipped with an 825GB internal NVMe SSD, but only 667 gigabytes will actually be usable. Ordinarily, this wouldn't be a problem when external USB 3.1 hard drives are commonplace and can easily serve as a storage point for unused games, but the PS5 won't allow for for its games to be temporarily moved and stored on one of these devices. If you run out of space, you'll have to delete that game and then re-download it at another time, which could be a problem for people who have capped internet access. Sony is looking into a solution for this, as Sid Schumann, Senior Director, SIE Content Communications, explained on the PS blog that quote, explorations for allowing players to store but not play PS5 games on a USB drive in a future update are underway, end quote. PS4 games can currently be stored on a compatible external hard drive and accessed, a feature that the PS5 will continue to provide. In the options menu for storage, users can choose to always have PS4 games install on extended storage. This system comes with a catch, though, as it will force all PS4 games to be installed on external storage, and you'll need to choose which games to move onto the PS5's internal storage. In contrast, the Xbox Series X and Series S consoles have a much simpler approach. External storage can also be used to store and play Xbox One, Xbox 360, and original Xbox backwards compatible games, while Xbox Series X and S games can be copied over to these devices when they're not in use. Though for those who expect to pick up the Xbox Series S in a couple of days, and we have some potentially upsetting news. The console only has 364 gigabytes of usable space. First leaked online, it's been confirmed this with a unit GameSpot was testing for review. That represents about 73% of the console's 500 gigabyte solid state drive, which is around the usual fraction of usable space for consoles. However, since the size of popular games like Call of Duty Warzone can be over 100 gigs with patches that come in at dozens of gigabytes, that means that most players will have to be very judicious about what games they keep on hand. The Xbox Series X will ship with a 1 terabyte SSD with 802 gigabytes in the way of usable space. So the Xbox Series S reminds me of the
original Xbox.
No, the Xbox 360 Arcade Edition. That whenever you don't remember the arcade edition of Xbox 360 that came with like no hard drive. It was just came with like a
for 360.
Yeah, you know, so that was the one that I got because
I don't remember that. That's crazy.
Because I got the whatchamacallit, the Wii. And so my parents were like, we'll get you an Xbox, even though we already got you a Wii, but you're going to get this cheaper version. And what I got was the arcade.
Oh, yeah, but you could put your own
you put your own hard drive
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I feel like this is like they're cheaper. Like, here you go. You know, it's the, you know, the lower tier.
Sure.
You can get this. You know, it's going to have 4K upscale, not 4K native, but you'll have 1440p. It just seems like an option that doesn't make sense to me. The Xbox Series S is only for people that just want to, for whatever reason, get that half step into next gen, but not go all the way.
To me, the Series S is for people who want to buy it for like a single game. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're buying an Xbox just to play, like, a sports game or something, if you're not, like, a hardcore gamer and you're just going to play a game then that's a great option. You know what I mean?
It'll also be good for people who are online shooter players, but just because it has the 1440p, native.
I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say because they tend to only play one game.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're somebody who's only about Call of Duty online multiplayer, this might be your go-to if you don't care about playing anything else.
Yeah, if you're just that dedicated one game player, but also if you're like a serious gamer, I feel like the X is the way to go. The Series X is freaking tight, dude. Like, and it's just like, I don't know, it's so much more powerful than like the Series S. Like, it at least three times. You know,
S.
Like, I don't know, man. The Series X is just too tight.
I think the Series S is going to be geared more towards the holiday shopper, the parent holiday shopper for their kids. And they're going to go into Best Buy and they'll be like, all right, I want to get my kid the new Xbox. And they'll be like, what's the cheaper option? And they're going to be like, oh, the Series S.
That's what happened with me with the arcade.
With no specs. Exactly. And I think that's mainly who it's going to hit.
As much as it's like not very much space, I remember having about that much space on the original Xbox when it came out. Or not the original Xbox, but the Xbox One, the original Xbox
OG
One.
Xbox,
when it came out, it was only 500 gigabytes, and you had like 300 something gigabytes of usable space. And it was like, I really had to manage my storage like hardcore back in the day. You know what I mean? but I made it work. You know what I mean? And I think if you just want to ball on a budget, you can make it work with the Series S. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can make it work with any of these consoles.
totally.
I mean, really, it's all about my only problem is like with SSDs over time, all that writing and then deleting and then rewriting. Eventually, it'll kill your hard drive. SSDs are like eventually they die if you do that too much.
So that's one thing that's interesting about Sony's SSD situation is because like once they activate it, you should be able to interchange the SSDs for normal NVMe SSDs that you would get for like a computer. You know what I mean?
Once they patch it or whatever they're saying.
So theoretically, by the time all our SSDs are starting to like have like issues, you know what I mean? We should be able to just replace it with a new one.
I hope that's the case.
You know what I mean? Hopefully it's that simple. You know?
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the same thing with Series X. I think that's really the goal right now. I mean, Xbox does offer the Seagate or whatever for like super expensive.
But it is like plug and play and really easy to like install and stuff. You know, it's very.
And that's the other thing is I don't think a lot of people were prepared for the truth that SSDs are quite expensive. You know, like I don't think people knew what was coming with this next gen. We are basically in PC territory right now.
Yeah,
you know?
But like any good thing, you know, that's getting popular,
it'll get cheaper.
Very soon, I think. You know,
I don't know about very soon.
Look at 4K TVs, man. Just a few years ago, 4K TVs, anything with 4K and TV in the same word was like over 1,000. You know, like and now you see.
Well, now it's about refresh rate a lot. But you know, if you want a 120 refresh rate on a 4K TV, you're looking at fucking like $900 to $1,000 minimum.
Yeah, you're gonna really want to look at like computer gaming monitors if you're concerned with refresh rate. Yeah. You know what I mean, and price.
yeah, you got to be concerned. If you're not concerned with price, you can just go all out.
Yeah,
you can go ball, dude.
Yeah, for real.
But
8K.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll get to 8K.
Yeah,
I've
heard that. I've actually read reviews that the 3090.
No, I know they have it, but I'm saying like
normal.
They were like claiming that the 3090 was gonna be doing 8K fucking like they did this video where everybody's playing 8K Wolfenstein. They're like, oh, this is the shit, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But like apparently like a bunch of people like Linus Tech Tips and shit tried to do 8K gaming with the 3090 and it just wasn't like. You know, it was doing it, but it wasn't like
the frames were like one frame per second.
It just wasn't hitting like the steady 60 frame. I think you could do like 8K 30 pretty reliably, but it would be like, ugh. Yeah, 30 frames per second. I don't give a shit.
Let's
how
go back
high
to the
N64,
is, dude. You know? I'm excited for that. But yeah, so that's basically it on the usable storage side of things. I think that might be a problem. Like whenever it comes to the PS5, I think, you know, just the fact that you can't even put shit on a USB right now just to hold it, like you have to delete your games. Like if you don't want to, if you need more storage, you will have to delete at launch. So we'll see how they address that. You know, like obviously they just weren't ready for this. I don't know why. I don't understand why, like, they didn't already have something planned for this.
No.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
It is weird. Maybe COVID or something, but, I mean...
But it's I don't know. Like, how's Xbox still doing shit? Like, I mean,
it might be like a production thing, you know.
But also PS4. PS4 can do it. You can transfer shit to a USB on PS4. They even said like you'll still be able to put PS4 games on a USB, but you won't be able to do it with PS5. Like, what? I don't understand the difference. Like,
I think they just want to make sure you're not getting the wrong SSD. You know what I mean? Because if you have some kind of thing that's not NVMe, it's gonna, you know, some people are gonna go out and buy like just some basic SSD.
And that sucks for them. I mean, like, just make it available. You know, like tell people this is the kind that you need to buy, and here you go.
I know.
That's all you gotta do.
I just don't think they want to be liable for like, you know, people buying, spending shitloads of money and then not getting what they want. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be because they want to do proprietary shit. I think they want you to only buy their stuff.
Yeah,
I was just about to say.
Xbox
don't they have
is doing
something
that.
special?
No,
with their
Seagate's a
SSD?
third party.
Yeah, but aren't they collaborating with Xbox? Like
that's what I'm saying. It's a third party that they were like, here, we'll pay you money to do this for us. Like, here, you make these.
Exactly.
Because
Sony's
they have a
find
specific
somebody to work with like that. You know what I mean?
Nah, they're gonna put out their own shit. Watch them. They're gonna be like, this is our Sony fucking SSD SSDs.
Yep.
I guarantee you.
Well, didn't Sony come up with a new SSD technology to read faster?
Yeah.
And stuff?
See,
so
okay.
yeah, that's how they're going to corner the market
Though,
and make you
Another
buy
thing
their own.
about that, though, I saw this article earlier that was like Xbox is loading up these
Way faster.
old games. Yeah, significantly faster,
Oh my God.
like 10 seconds. But see, like they had this big thing about how they're gonna have like double the fucking throughput, and they're gonna data transfer is going to be so much faster on the PS5. And, you know, maybe with these new games that take advantage of it in some different way that we don't know about.
Not like the older games.
Yeah, but the older games are loading up way faster on the fucking Series X. Like, way...
Like 20 seconds faster.
Depending on the game. Some games load up, like, within, you know, seconds of each other. But, like, some are, like Final Fantasy. Like, they're all running around in the game on
within
the Xbox.
7 seconds. And also, this is new. Let's just get most of this stuff out of the way. The quick resume. There's no quick resume on PlayStation. On PS5, they don't have any type of quick resume. But on Series X, you can have up to 5 or 6 games like open at one time.
That's like groundbreaking shit too.
Yeah,
like,
which I think is super important for the PlayStation right now because they're putting out Demon Souls. So like with Demon Souls,
you need something to. You need to go to Bug Snacks for a second after Demon Souls.
Well, not only that, it's just if you don't have a quick resume and you go to another. Wait, I never catch you guys live anymore. Stoked to catch you. Yeah, Xanatos. So what I'm saying is Sony should have had this quick resume, you know, technology set up or the feature set up because, say you're playing Demon Soul and you can't get to a save point. Like you got to go somewhere, or your friends are like, yo, let's fucking play this game. You can't because you have to be like, sorry guys, I gotta fucking get to a save point. You know, which could take forever in Demon Souls. So like with quick resume, you could just back out of it and then switch over to your other game, play your other game whenever your friends are done, switch back to the other one or boot it up. Like,
or adversely, your friend's like, I gotta go take a shit. Just wait 1 second between rounds. Your friend goes to take a shit. You switch over to Demon Souls while they're taking a shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, Xanatos. I know they're not. They never have been. But because Series X has created the feature of quick resume where you can have 5 games open at a time and still just jump between them instantly. Like no load times, no nothing.
Just replace Demon Souls with a game that fits this situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be Demon Souls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I'm just speaking on why quick resume is such a good idea and why it should be a thing of the future because you should be able to have the ability now that we know you can. So whenever Elden Ring comes out, you're going to be able to do it on Xbox. You know, you're going to be able to just be like, man, this is a really tough level. I need to take a break. Just drop it down, play something else, and then come back to it. You know, like in PS5 needs to find a way to get that going because if they're not going to have it at launch, they need to figure out how to update it and get it going like at some point. You know, hopefully it's not like on a future like iteration of the console where it's like PS5 Lite or whatever, you know, but like.
And I think you could pause Sekiro. I could be tripping about that.
You can always pause them.
No, not Dark Souls or Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 or.
I was thinking of Fallen Order. Like I'm just thinking of the ones that I've played.
Because those are online. Most of these games are online.
Oh,
Bloodborne's online. You know what I mean? So. But I think Sekiro, because it's not online, I think you can pause that one. But I don't know if they're gonna do the Demon Souls remake online. It'd be stupid if they didn't. It wouldn't be the same game.
No, I don't think they are. There will probably be an online aspect, but I don't think the whole thing's gonna be online. But I don't know. That's just me
I don't know
guessing.
enough about Demon Souls to really to comment on that. You know what I mean?
But anyways, what you got?
Okay, this is exciting for me. A remastered version of the Mass Effect trilogy is coming to console and PC in 2021. EA and BioWare confirmed Saturday. Titled Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the bundle will include all 3 mainline Mass Effect games. Mass Effect, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3. The collection does not include Mass Effect Andromeda, but, you know, that's okay.
It doesn't include the worst game ever.
That wasn't the worst game ever, but
I'd compare it to E.T. No, I'm just kidding.
In addition to the single player and DLC for those 3 games, Mass Effect Legendary Edition will include all promo weapons, armor, and packs, all remastered and optimized for 4K Ultra HD.
Nice.
BioWare said on its website. For many months now, our team at BioWare has been hard at work updating the textures, shaders, models, effects, and technical features of the 3 enormous games, said Casey Hudson, studio GM of BioWare. Our goal was not to remake or reimagine the original games, but to modernize the experience so that fans and new players can experience the original work in its best possible form. It's been amazing to see the adventures of Commander Shepard take on new life in a super sharp resolution, faster frame rates, and beautiful visual enhancements. As game developers, we always hope that our games will transcend their original platforms. Having the opportunity to remaster the trilogy means that the fruits of a decade of our work will live on and will be experienced better and clearer than ever before.
That's really cool because I tried to go back. I missed, like, even though I had a 360, I missed Mass Effect. Like, I just skipped over it for whatever reason. And then I tried to go back and play it on Game Pass about a year ago, and it just felt way too dated.
Really?
Like, yeah, I just couldn't get into it.
That shit was so high-tech feeling when it came out. Like, I remember playing Mass Effect and thinking, like, damn, this is the most beautiful game I've ever seen. You know? I remember seeing the texture they use for their skin and thinking, like, damn, that's the best skin I've ever seen in a game. And
you
now
just, like, go back and look at it and be like, oh.
It's, like, laughable now, but at the same time, you know, it was amazing looking at the time.
It wasn't really the way it looked that was dated. It was the animations and the gameplay. Like, the shooting was horrid. Horrid.
The first one's my favorite game, though. I don't give a shit. I like the situations it puts you in. I like the
moon
I like
buggies.
everything about the first one, man. The second one was like okay. I didn't like the ending. I didn't like a couple of like the game mechanics, but like I liked all the games. I don't know.
I heard everyone loved the third ending, but but anyways, yeah. So I'm excited about that. But they also mentioned that they're working on a new Mass Effect.
Yes, they did.
I think that's what this is building up to.
Veteran team involved
the OG,
and working. So
OG team, and I think that's what why they're releasing this remastered collection is to get people hyped for a new one. You know what I'm saying? And like give
honestly,
people the chance to
they
play
could
them.
Announce fucking Andromeda 2, and I would be hyped. You know what I'm saying? I just want more Mass Effect.
Like we sold one copy of Andromeda 2. So Eddie Makuch at GameSpot says the Call of Duty franchise is in a unique position currently with multiple games in the franchise, Call of Duty Warzone and Modern Warfare, continuing to perform very well, and a third, Black Ops Cold War, scheduled for release very soon. And this is to say nothing of Call of Duty Mobile, which is hugely popular too. Due in part to the gigantic success of the free-to-play battle royale game Warzone, Activision is introducing a new synchronized leveling system where XP and levels apply to all 3 games. We recently had the chance to, GameSpot recently had the chance to speak with Black Ops Cold War lead designer Tony Flame. that can't be a real name.
I'm Tony Flame.
It's me, Tony Flame,
lead designer.
So they talked to Tony Flame about this new approach where earning XP in one game applies to all 3. And he shed some light on why and how Black Ops will become baked into Warzone. Quote, Warzone is a 2020 game. It's not even a year old. It's barely half a year old. And people are still really highly engaged with it, Flame said. So we didn't want to be splitting players with a game that wasn't even a year old and has a lot of steam. So we decided to double down on Warzone and make our Battle Royale experience for Cold War within Warzone. So you're going to have Cold War guns. You're going to have a Cold War story. Black Ops will become integrated into Warzone in December with the Season 1 refresh. Flame teased that Treyarch will share more details about this soon, but for now, the teased Season 1 will be, quote, when the Cold War explosion within Warzone really happens, end quote. The explosion wording is intriguing given that the ongoing rumor is that a nuke will explode in Warzone and the game will relaunch with an updated Cold War-style map. This is not confirmed for now, but it's an intriguing thought.
This would be tight if it was like a nuclear wasteland you're fighting on with like zombies and shit all over it, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, they've already done zombies. We've been playing zombies for a while, man.
Yeah, I want more zombies.
Did you even play zombies?
No, I didn't play
zombies. Get out of here.
I would kind of prefer a mode where it's just like zombies, not players, though. I think it'd
it would
like
be
hordes
interesting.
of zombies would be
like what's it? Computer,
I want like PVE
elements.
Yeah,
PVE. Yeah. There we go.
Yep.
The idea to earn XP in one game that applies to all 3 was the only way forward, Flame said, and there was already precedent for it with Modern Warfare and Warzone sharing progression. Quote, when we realized that people were going to be coming and going between both games, there just wasn't any other solution to it. We had to incentivize people to play, and it was already there. The precedent was already set with Modern Warfare and Warzone, so we had to meet that precedent, and it was a lot of work. So he said there will be cross-game challenges, and these posed a technical challenge for the developers. Additionally, weapons can be used across games, and this possesses some interesting challenges and considerations, given Black Ops Cold War is set in the 80s and Modern Warfare and Warzone take place in the current day. Warzone is a playpen of sorts where the three games combine. In Warzone, you have Modern Warfare guns and Cold War guns, and they have different attachments. They might even have different level counts. So all of these we had to account for. So basically what they're saying is that each of the games, your multiplayer progression will transfer to just your Activision account in general. So like your Activision ID will carry your Call of Duty, progression levels throughout all of their games. And then like to be able to combine all the guns from one game to another game, it's just going to happen in Warzone. So Warzone is just going to become this free-for-all, like, no, I've got Cold War weapons versus your modern-day weapons.
It's going to be tight.
It's going to be really cool. I'm actually really excited.
I hope they add Cold War vehicles.
I can already see
Oh,
the
they will.
balancing issues.
No, the balancing issues are going to be terrifying, but I mean it's already really bad. Like it fucking Dragon's Breath my ass.
A new meta every week.
Yeah, there's constantly like it's just constant. Like they just keep breaking the game. Like you'll be like, sweet, they nerfed the fucking whatchamacallit, the what was the shotgun that like every
Origin?
Yeah, they
yes,
nerfed the
Origin.
Origin, and then suddenly the Val becomes the ultimate weapon that can just shoot through 20 buildings.
The whole map.
Yeah, and then they're like, it's like sweet, they nerfed the Val, and then the fucking Origin is back with Dragon's Breath. They're like, it's like
There's no winning.
how did you accidentally buff something you already nerfed? Like I don't understand. It's just crazy.
You want to know something kind of shady that I've noticed
What's
is
that?
that with each new meta, they tend to release some buyable content for that specific gun that becomes the meta.
You say Bible content?
Buyable or like not DLC.
Oh,
but
buyable. I was like,
yeah, not buyable.
it's just like Jesus. Like,
They got this Bible con. They're really pushing it.
No, they tend to put out like skins and stuff for the weapons that are the current meta. I've noticed.
oh, that makes sense.
And if they keep changing it around, well, then people are going to get that gun and be really invested in it and be like, oh, I want to get this skin
Oh,
for it.
because now they got to learn a new gun.
Yes.
Conspiracies.
Bro.
No, it's... I don't know.
That's smart marketing, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's never going to be balanced.
It's a Black Ops, But anyways, Brent, what you got over there?
All right. EA Play, previously known as EA Access, is joining Xbox Game Pass, or it actually did join Xbox Game Pass today. So you will gain instant access to every EA game in the existing vault, which is a shitload of games, by the way.
Yeah.
So you might want to check this out, guys, if you're Xboxing it up. But also access to its latest edition, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Even cooler. If you haven't played that yet, like you basically got, access to one of the best games of 2020.
Dude, yeah.
Or was that 2019?
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was 2019.
It might have been early 2020 because I feel like it came out during the quarantine. I can't remember. I know I played it over the lockdown. It's got to be. Hold on. We're getting it checked out.
They haven't announced any.
2019.
November
it was
9th?
November
Yeah.
2019.
Wow, yeah.
One of the best games of last year.
It was so good. They haven't announced any enhancements for it or anything, but this would be one game that would be really sick to get like a 60 frames per second update or something. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it will or anything, but developers out there
Yeah.
might want to try to do something about that.
And it's so cool. Like you're gonna have once you get your Series
Such a good
X,
game.
you're gonna have so many games to play.
Dude, yeah.
Especially if you didn't
If you did
game
what
this
Jamal did
generation.
with the Game Pass thing, you're gonna
Dude.
be like,
Fuck. I mean, especially like if you were someone who was like just now getting back into games or something, like you spent like this generation just not really into it.
Oh my
If you get
God.
an Xbox, you literally have access to like everything except for the PS4 exclusives, which are
Yeah.
really important.
yeah. If you
But-
get a PS5, you'll have a lot of stuff to keep you entertained too with all those
Like 20 games, yeah.
and they're all like pretty dang good. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh, they're all like first party legit titles. But which another thing, they are taking those away at some point, which is kind of stupid. Like
That's bullshit.
They're not gonna leave that on there. Like apparently,
you better play it fast, I guess. If
Yeah.
you get one.
So Darren Bonthwis, I don't know how to say this guy's name. I'm just gonna say it like that.
Sounded good to me.
Bonthwis at GameSpot says the launch of the Xbox Series X and Series S consoles this week will be a global release of Microsoft's next-gen hardware. From the United States to New Zealand, many major markets will be covered, but one country where Microsoft is aiming to make significant gains is Japan, the home ground of Sony's PlayStation. The Xbox One has sold literal tens of units some weeks during its lifetime there.
Does it actually say that?
Yes. Like during like certain weeks, they've only sold they sold 12 in all of Japan like this week. And as of June 2019, only 140,700 of these consoles have been sold in Japan. For this generation of gaming, Microsoft has a new strategy. Microsoft's also looking.
We're dicking Japan. Sorry.
They just plant a flag. It's ours. No, Microsoft's also looking to add more Japanese studios to its collection of first-party game developers, according to a Bloomberg report. After spending $7.5 billion to acquire Bethesda parent company ZeniMax, Microsoft's roster is stacked with Western developers.
Yeah.
It has approached several Japan-based game developers about the possibility of purchasing their businesses, and Koei Tecmo Games co-president Hisashi Koenuma revealed that Microsoft had approached the publisher to form a partnership, something that the company would be open to if Microsoft continued to show interest in Japan. According to Hideki Yasuda, an analyst at Ace Research Institute in Tokyo, the smaller Xbox Series S console could also be more popular in a choice in Japan homes where living space is at a premium. With Xbox Game Pass and the xCloud game streaming service offering value for money in a country where mobile gaming is big business, Microsoft's gaming ecosystem could also be capable of drawing in a new audience. Jeremy Hinton, head of Xbox operations in Asia, explained to Bloomberg that Microsoft is always open to discussions with creators, provided that they are a good fit for the company, but that there are no announcements to share at the moment. Which there's been, not only was he talking to, the Koei Tecmo or whatever, there's been rumors for months now that Xbox is trying to purchase Sega. Which,
yeah, I've heard those rumors. Yeah,
which would make sense with isn't it like Devil May Cry, like under Sega and stuff like which,
Sonic the Hedgehog? That's a property you're always gonna want.
Hell yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I'll say it again: make Sonic Adventure great again. Like that's all I want. I want Sonic Adventure 3, but
I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think they're really targeting Japanese studios for the JRPGs. Because
me too.
Everybody always says when you bring up the argument like, okay, well, Xbox is just about to freaking kill it this year, but everybody's like, oh, PlayStation's still the place to go for the JRPGs.
Not anymore. Switch is the place to go for the JRPGs now. Just saying.
They do have hella JRPGs.
That's all Switch fucking has. They have their first party games and then just JRPGs out the ass. Yeah, they don't have Persona, but they have every other JRPG you can imagine.
Dude, and they might have Persona one of these days. They've already got. They talked about Persona Scramble. I think they might have canceled Persona Scramble in the West, which is kind of a bummer for a lot of people. Imagine
if Xbox bought Konami, just something Japanese that's not JRPG, but has like a shit ton of IP. Like they could bring Castlevania, they could bring fucking whatever they end up doing with Metal Gear Solid. Like
Silent Hills.
Like they could reboot PT. They were already talking about.
Konami works so closely with Sony though that it would be.
No, they don't. They cut ties. I thought, or no, they cut ties with Kojima. Yeah. But they also haven't released a game in like forever.
Well, didn't they do Death Stranding?
No, that was Kojima.
That was Kojima.
Oh,
yeah.
Alone. Yeah,
Sorry,
that was him.
Yeah,
that was a solo.
Yeah, like Konami's been slowly like just not giving a fuck. They've been releasing
pachinko machines and shit.
Yeah, I mean they did release like those collections of like Castlevania and shit. But if they were to just be like, here, Xbox, you can take our gaming division or whatever, it's yours. Or what if they bought From Software? What if they just fucking stole From Software?
Capcom would be stupid.
Or Capcom.
Capcom would make sense too because they've always had the exclusive like Dead Rising games and stuff on Xbox, so it would just be like a good fit.
But it makes more sense that they would get Sega since they've been doing all that shit. Like on Game Pass, you can get all the Devil May Cry games and all that bullshit.
Why not both? Just like
Well, isn't Sega not doing so hot? They sold a huge portion of their arcade stuff, right?
Sega's been like up and down for a long time, but Devil May Cry 5 did really well. Like really well. They have a lot of games that do, well on their own. And also they do that thing with Switch with like the Mario and Sonic at the Olympics and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like they make money. Wait, Sega Japan arcade business sell-off news. Oh, that's talking about today.
I think arcades are kind of just going by the wayside, and
Sega
Sega realizes what's smart and what's not.
But anyways, so be on the lookout. Those rumors, I have a feeling, are very true, and I think we'll know within a month or two, like what studio Xbox is buying or Microsoft is buying over in Japan.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's more than one studio. You know what I'm saying? Yakuza, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
They already own Yakuza Studio, don't they? Or they're like working
I think they're Sega.
Oh, Sega. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense because Like a Dragon is exclusive to Xbox Series X, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, let's see. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is one of the first major game releases to acknowledge the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. An email from one of the game's modern-day segments includes a message about the virus. Quote, "I don't have COVID, no," writes Layla Hassan, Valhalla's modern-day player-controlled character. Quote, "And I'm well isolated. It's just the three of us traveling together, staying out of sight." So it's kind of interesting that we've already got a reference in-game about some kind of COVID-y thing, even though this was, obviously been in development longer than the year.
Which game is this again? I'm sorry, I was reading about
Assassin's
Sega.
Creed Valhalla.
I was just making sure we were right whenever we said Yakuza was Sega, and we were.
Oh, good.
But,
yeah, this is Valhalla, Assassin's Creed.
There's also, the Vikings were alive a long time ago. There's no way they knew about COVID. I'm just going to throw out that historical
you
fact.
You played Assassin's Creed, right? Where they go back and forth to the present?
I just take it as, this documentary game. So I just want to say it. They need to get their facts straight. No,
I've heard Assassin's Creed Valhalla is pretty good. I've heard a lot of
it's getting like 8
good reviews. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the like whole intro gameplay thing. I watched the whole beginning of the game. Like it was like an hour-long gameplay thing, and it looks really good.
This would be a good one if you're getting a Series X because I bet it's gonna look dope in 4K 60, dude. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. It's literally gonna make crispy noises. Yeah,
static just coming from the TV.
It's like I don't know if this is a good thing. So anyway, Kuchek GameSpot says the Xbox Series X and S consoles are launching this week, but if you ordered from Amazon, your shipment might not make it to you right away. The retailer has dispatched notices to some people to let them know their new Xbox may not arrive until the end of December. Here at GameSpot, we received this is all from them. Here at GameSpot, we received an email from Amazon noting that, quote, "We expect to ship your console in the coming weeks as we receive more inventory in November and December," end quote. The email states that, quote, "We anticipate that you will receive your Xbox Series X by 12/31 or before." The notice goes on to state that Amazon is making every effort to ship the new console as soon as possible. Amazon also apologized for the delay and reminded shoppers that they will receive a notification by email when the order finally ships. Other people have reported receiving this message, but as always, your mileage may vary. For example, another GameSpot editor received a tracking number for their Series X order from Amazon, so the delays do not apply to all orders. But Alonzi Jonesy says that the Assassin's Creed game is apparently long as shit. He read it's 60 hours, not even at 100%.
Yeah, that's how Odyssey was. It was long as fuck, like to the point where it almost felt like a chore by like hour 70. But like at the same time, there's a whole lot of content, and like with such a limited release of like games coming out, it's good to have at least one game that's got a lot of meat on the bones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's coming to both consoles too, which is nice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's something to play for everybody at least at launch.
It looks fucking beautiful.
It really does, man. Honestly, 60+ hours of like that. If it's even close to the quality of Odyssey, like it's gonna be freaking amazing on the new consoles. Like,
oh yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be.
it's gonna be. It's gonna be.
What you got on that?
All right. I've got a complete list of every PS4 game that will not be compatible with the PS5. Okay.
Okay.
Also, not on this list is the Silent Hills demo. Sorry about that. PT will not be playable. But also, all of the following PS4 games will not be compatible with your PS5.
For the AC, just say all the Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, okay.
Like, you don't have to read each one.
No, it's not all the Assassin's Creed games, though. Not at all.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, okay, I thought it was.
It's just Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Chronicles India, Chronicles China, Chronicles Russia, and that's it.
Okay, so the worst ones.
Yeah, basically the worst ones. So nothing to worry about too much there unless you're like a huge Syndicate fan or for some reason you like the little fucking side-scrolling Assassin's Creed games. Risk will not be playable.
Son of a bitch.
A lot of these games are dope VR games that won't be playable, so this really affects the VR community a little more. Star Trek Bridge Crew, which is kind of surprising because it's like a pretty popular VR game with like crossplay and stuff, which makes me think maybe they're going to put out a PS5 version of Star Trek Bridge Crew one day and they don't want to like lose money by having it, crossover. I don't know. Werewolves Within, I'm pretty sure the servers are kind of dead on that game, which is a shame because it's a dope game. It's kind of like Among Us, but you're werewolves, and it's in VR. Space Junkies, another popular VR game getting cut. DWVR, another popular VR game getting cut. Afro Samurai 2, Revenge of Kuma, Volume 1 will not be playable. TT, Isle of Man, Ride on the Edge 2.
It's like a motorcycle game.
I don't even know. Just Deal With It will not be available. Shadow Complex Remastered. Robinson the Journey, We Sing, Hitman Go Definitive Edition, Shadow and Joe's Diner all will not be playable on the PS5.
Damn.
So if you're a big Joe's Diner fan, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what dicks. Eddie McCooch at GameSpot says Marvel's Avengers was one of Square Enix's biggest releases in years, but the game's big sales were not enough to help Square Enix's HD games business turn a profit for the latest period. Square Enix's HD games business unit, which includes Marvel's Avengers, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and others, posted an estimated loss of 6.5 billion yen for the latest period, which works out to a loss of around $63 million.
Damn.
Net sales jumped significantly to 23.7 billion yen, or 230 million USD, but the cost of goods sold was more significant, leading to a loss. Square Enix also reported that it saw greater digital sales of catalog games during the period, but again, not enough to turn a profit overall. The HD games business is just one of Square Enix's many categories. Overall, the company posted sales of 172 billion yen, up 43%, and a profit of 16 billion yen, up 46% for the latest period. So the downturn in the HD games business was not enough to impact the company's overall bottom line, which is good. But it doesn't look good for Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, this is kind of a bummer for me because I hope this doesn't impact all the roadmaps they've laid out for the game. I mean, they're leaking money on this game, but they've made so many promises like, oh, we're going to add the Black Panther, we're going to add Spider-Man, we're going to add fucking Black Hawk or whatever his name is, the guy with the fucking bow, Hawkeye, whatever.
They're going to be like, and we're still going to let you guys add that because we're opening mods.
It to the modders. Yeah. No, I don't know, man.
You can now mod this game, and we promise eventually someone will make it. It's going to happen.
I just hope they keep supporting it at least a little bit, even though it's like totally at a loss on their
costing
end.
them $63 million. I have a feeling.
Not looking good, Brent.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're
just a
not
shame.
going to stay on this roadmap.
The game itself, it's got its problems, but it's not like fucking Anthem or something. It's not that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely feel like it's savable. I just feel like I don't know.
Imagine,
it bums me out.
Imagine you bought a dog. All right, you bought this dog, and it was gonna be a great dog, and then it ate $63 million. Do you buy that sweater, you were planning on buying it, or that you told it you were gonna buy it, or do you just let it go? Do you just let the dog out and hope it never eats another dollar again? You know, because if you keep it around, it's gonna fucking eat your money, dude. I'm telling you.
I know, but
Like, you just got to think about it like
you
that.
You shouldn't be getting dogs like this in the first place.
Exactly. Marvel's Avengers should have never been made in the first place. That's my opinion.
Dude, no, I don't know, man. There's a place for it. It
or
should
at least
have been
just
made
don't make a
better.
roadmap.
It should have been. It should have had more in-game content. It should have been less buggy. It should have come out as a more final product. But it shouldn't have just not come out. I mean, it was a decent game. It just needed a little elbow grease or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what it
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I from the people that have played it, I have heard good things.
Yeah,
you know,
I've
people
sunk
enjoyed
like
it.
over 40 hours into this game. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't just do that if it was like a complete shit heap of a game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. You were there for Fallout 76 at the beginning. I don't know if I
you
trust
give a lot
your
of games many chances.
Yeah.
Okay, I had fun with Fallout 76, but the thing is, with Fallout 76, I had a group of people that I played with every single day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That
And
would
that
definitely make
was
the experience
it
much
was a
better.
different experience than I think a lot of people had just playing on their own. You know?
Oh, for sure.
In the barren wasteland with no NPCs.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, what you got?
Okay, control upgrade. The upgraded control for PS5 and Series X or whatever is getting pushed back to early 2021. There's no exact date, but they want to make it awesome, apparently. This will be the ideal way to play control, for sure.
On
Xbox,
console?
Yeah, on Series X or Series X will be the best way to play control.
With
sure.
that 4K, the ray tracing.
Dude, that ray tracing is going to be stupid, dude. It already is cool on the PC, and I think the upgraded edition is getting upgrades that aren't even available on the PC. So, like, I don't know. It's going to be tight.
Yeah. I'm excited. So Steve Watts at GameSpot says a launch trailer for the PS5 shows off footage of upcoming first-party games, and in the process, it narrows the release window for several games coming next year. Thanks to the trailer, we have a better idea of when to expect Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Gran Turismo 7, Returnal, and Horizon Forbidden West.
Never.
Yeah. According to a disclaimer message that appears on screen as the footage plays, Gran Turismo, Ratchet & Clank, and Returnal are all anticipated to hit in the first half of 2021. Horizon is set for the second half of 2021. The disclaimer also notes that the other two games shown in the montage, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Demon's Souls, are coming on November 12th, the PS5 launch day. That makes Horizon likely as Sony's big holiday game for next year, but it will release on PS4 as well as PS5. Ratchet & Clank, by contrast, is PS5 only.
Spider-Man's also been getting decent reviews.
Yeah, I've been seeing decent to, like, GameSpot gave it a 7. They said it was just like, it was more of the same. Like,
I heard it's shorter than the first Spider-Man, but like, which also I think you get with the game.
Yeah.
So,
well, you can buy it for PS4 and then upgrade it to PS5, or you can buy it on PS5 and have the PS4. It's like the same
If you
thing.
buy Miles Morales, does it come with a copy of the original Spider-Man game though, or am I tripping?
No, I think it does. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. I think.
See, that's kind of a bet. I don't know.
I want to know how the PS4 to PS5 thing works, because I mean, the game's $59.99 no matter which console you buy it for, but if you buy it for PS4, you can always like upgrade it on your PS5. Like, I don't understand how that works.
I don't know if you get the PS5 version of the game when you buy the PS4.
I think you do.
version. You do?
I think like you can upgrade it. Like, you can just like transfer it over and upgrade.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see,
That's your save state.
Oh, that's your
though.
save state. Yeah,
just
go
a
back.
save state.
Yeah, no. There's gonna be something about it. But how to wait? If I buy a PS4 game, will it work? Fuck it. I don't even know.
Type in upgrade.
Yeah,
Throw the word upgrade
PS4
in the
to
search.
PS. Yeah.
PS5.
Yeah. Put up. No. Leave Spider-Man, but put upgrade. See if it, like, to obtain your upgrade, you will need to insert. Yeah. It works. Hold on. Go back. It was up at the top.
Sorry.
It says to obtain your upgrade, you will need to insert your PS4 Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales game disc into your PS5 console with the Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive. Navigate to the Game Hub and select the upgrade offer to download a digital version of the PS5 version of the game.
Whoa. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could get a disc version of the Marvel Spider-Man game for PS4 for pretty dang cheap if you look around at like game stores and stuff.
Well, I think what I meant by that is Miles Morales, not
the Miles
not
Morales on
the
PS4 for the cheaper price.
Yeah,
and then
well, it'll be the same price on both. It's going to be $59.99 on
No,
both
but
of
if you
them.
just have the PS4 version of Spider-Man and
You want the upgraded version, you can do that. But I'm saying it's going to come with it either way. If you buy Miles Morales, it comes with the game.
Yeah.
So you
Which
don't
honestly makes Miles Morales kind of a good purchase. Again, with the whole limited selection of games thing, you kind of got to think about this with the early games for a console. I think if I had a PS5, I would get Valhalla and Spider-Man because that would keep me entertained for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
While other games were coming out, maybe Demon Souls would.
Yeah, I think Demon Souls. I would get Demon Souls over Spider-Man.
I don't know, man. Spider-Man looks tight to me. I really like the first Spider-Man though, so you know.
Or maybe Demon Souls and Spider-Man. Or Valhalla and Spider-Man, one of the two.
Oh, man.
You know, because then you have Spider-Man for like the friendly, like I'm flying around, you know, like having fun, and also things aren't that serious. And then you switch over to Demon Souls or Valhalla, and it's like, oh shit, my family just got murdered in front of me. And in Demon Souls, you're just fucking fighting giant creatures. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, Demon Souls, I think would be really cool. My problem is like I'm afraid I would get frustrated with it and like, damn,
you absolutely will.
I mean, I know I will, but like to the point where I
games?
might not play it anymore. You know what I mean?
You beat Sekiro. You beat Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, but Sekiro was like, okay, those both have like this ninja kind of vibe, like this fast-paced, like you only use one weapon the whole game kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Whereas like the Dark Souls, Demon Souls games, like you're switching weapons. There's like a different mechanic to it a little bit. Like,
yeah, but did you see that spider?
The spider is tight, dude.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Honestly, that game looks fucking tight.
It looks
like,
gorgeous. Like that fucking spider, like spitting all that oil and shit or whatever the fuck it was peeing out. Like I don't know. It looks cool. But
okay.
Anyways, what you got?
Okay, so we got the Medium. One of the very few launch period Xbox Series X games.
The only. It's the only Xbox Series X launch title.
Damn.
Literally, I think. Unless there was something like Falconeer or something, but that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
No.
Unfortunately, it's been delayed. The game, which was due on December 10th, will now arrive on January 28th, 2021.
It's funny.
So that's kind of a bummer.
You know, I feel like it's just going to be a waiting game with Xbox. I think by the end of 2021, the Xbox will be the console to have this generation.
No doubt.
I guarantee you. It will be like people are never before, besides PS3, will people or have people regretted buying a PlayStation over an Xbox. This will be the generation. And I'm saying it here first. You're going to regret it. I'm telling you. I'm fucking making this WWE right now. If you buy a PS5, you're going to fucking regret it.
I will say this, you know, people keep saying Xbox Series X has a 20% power increase over the PS5. And, you know, that sounds like it's not very much, but that's
It's
lot.
a huge percentage.
20%?
If 20% of the country died tomorrow.
Exactly.
That's a huge fucking percentage.
Exactly. And the thing is, you know, when third-party developers come out and realize, okay, I can take advantage of that fucking 20%, like
power.
we're gonna start seeing games like being utilized way more hard. PS5 is gonna have to put out a fucking PS5 Pro or something a lot sooner than
Xbox
they want
will.
to. Yeah. And the thing is, you know, there's already games I've seen like this, like Star Wars Squadrons, for example, is getting an update on Xbox that's going to make it like super beautiful fucking 4K, fucking all kinds of cool shit. But on PS5, they're just doing the PS4 Pro resolution, but they're bumping up the lighting effects or something in the game. So it's like, you know, Xbox, even the Xbox Series S is getting a better treatment on Squadrons for some reason.
But speaking of, and Squadron's going to be on Game Pass because it's part of EA. But what I was going to say is... also, I forgot to mention about all access or whatever. If they release a mid-tier Xbox Series X, like they release a new one, you'll be able to upgrade your all access. You'll trade in your Series X and they'll send you the next tier one that comes out, and you'll just whatever money you've put towards that Series X will go towards that console and continue
cool.
from there.
That's really cool.
It's like, and
that's in the all access.
Yes, and all you got to do is pay $20 upgrade fee. That's
Way
it.
Cool.
Yeah,
Way
it's
cool.
like, come on, dude.
And does that
Come
work
on.
if you're doing the Series S? Could you like do an upgrade halfway through your Series S and go to the X?
Series X? Yeah,
that's
you can.
pretty neat.
Yeah, you can do it from an Xbox One to a Series S or a Series X.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy over there.
Fucking crazy, mate.
My God.
Next thing you know, we have car salesmen, but for consoles.
Yeah, dude. Microsoft, I don't think you understand. I'm one of the only people that care. All right, I've been fighting people left and right for you guys. Like, it's like a nonstop war. I'm like telling people like all these great things. I feel like I'm just trying to like tell. I'm like, look, man, have you heard the good news? You know, and they're just like, this fucking lame, dude. It's all about the PlayStation. And I'm like, dude, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm giving you literal facts, and you're just like, nah, dog, PlayStation. But I'm telling you, everybody's going to be doing that about Xbox by the end of this generation. And then I'm going to be like, guys, you need the PS6. And people are going to like stab me in the stomach. Like, it's like getting ridiculous. Like, I can't even get on Discord without like, I like provide all the facts. And they're like, well, then why don't you just get a PC? I'm like, I am getting a PC, but I also want I'm saying the Xbox is the better console. It's a better option right now.
We're talking consoles. And everybody's like, why don't you get a PC? Because it's not $500 and a fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're getting like a PC quality experience with the Xbox Series X better than most PCs.
Yes.
And for fucking
and if you
$500 for the same price as a graphics card.
Yeah, if
you know what I mean?
wanted to get a graphics card, if you wanted to get a 3000, or a series, that'd be fine. But right now, you're not going to get one unless you want to pay $2,000.
I mean, you could still put together a computer that's probably more powerful than an Xbox Series X, but it's going to cost you a shitload of fucking money. I mean, it's not going to be cheap. Like, you're going to have to get a case, a fucking graphics card, a CPU, fucking...
And within like a year and a half, you're going to want that 3000 series no matter what. So it's like, you got to buy a monitor, because you're not just going to hook it up to your TV. You're not going to buy a PC and hook it up to your fucking TV in the living room. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm trying to be.
Isn't that your setup, though?
Well, that doesn't count. because I didn't buy that. That wasn't my money. I was given that PC, and I don't have a monitor, and I don't have money to buy a monitor. I'm buying an Xbox. That's what I'm doing. Anyways,
even on your standard TV, the 60 frames per second jump is going to be extremely noticeable.
Oh yeah,
to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I think 60 going to 60 frames is going to be a bigger jump than going to 4K.
Definitely.
It's going to be way more important.
100%. Like, I've been playing at 60 frames for a little bit on my computer, and it's really hard to go back. Like, everything looks like choppy and stuff when you go back to 30. Like, it's weird.
Oh, dude. Like, in the IGN review by Ryan McCaffrey for the Xbox Series X, he's like, I can tell you one thing. He's like, thinking of going back to the Xbox One X is like a nightmare. Like, after you see the way that the Series X looks. Like,
yeah, I believe it too. I mean, like, it's a big difference, Like, you realize, like, how did I deal with this for so long? 30 frames per second. You know what I mean?
Anyways, what you got?
Okay, I won't read this whole article because it's super long.
Yeah.
But basically, they're just Epic Games is talking about how they're going to utilize the next gen features for Fortnite, as per expected with one of the biggest games. But apparently Xbox is obviously getting all kinds of visual overhaul, and so is PlayStation. But PlayStation's also going to use the new DualSense controller.
Nice.
Yeah, so they're going to have like adaptive trigger pulls and stuff on all the different weapons, which is pretty cool. I hope...
I think that's a bad idea for a competitive shooter. Like, to be real, like, I just think, like, if you're going up against... there's crossplay, right? So you're going to have to, like, pull harder to pull a trigger versus someone on Xbox who can just, like, do the same shit for every gun. Like, I just think when it comes to competitive shooting...
I'm sure you can turn it on and off.
That's what I was about to say. There needs to be an option to not have that.
But I personally think it sounds way doper to have that kind of immersion. You know what I'm saying? And I really hope the other games follow suit, like Modern Warfare and stuff. Warzone, I think, would be a really cool one to, like, if you felt it when you shot and stuff. I don't know.
I think it'd be cool for campaign. But like I said, said, there's no way you put that in a multiplayer competitive mode. It's just a bad idea. Like
unless it somehow
Jamal
gives you a
one.
competitive edge, you know what I mean?
how would a competitive edge be given to you if you have to pull harder than?
Imagine that's like you pull halfway down on the trigger to the point where it's like almost tension breaking, and then you just pull like really short bursts, like pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
you could
think
just
of it from the aspect of
that.
like a lot of competitive players turn off vibration completely.
I'm not saying it's not gonna. I'm just saying, the potential here is
like fucking Aaron Brown plays with no vibration, and I was like, you're a psychopath.
Yeah, you're a
I turn
fucking
Rumble completely
psychopath.
off.
You guys are all fucking psychopaths, dude. I don't give a shit enough about my fucking competitiveness to
What's
like.
your KDR? What's your KDR, bro? I want to know right now. How many dubs you got?
I just I'm
How
not
many
willing to
dubs you got? A lot.
sacrifice the fun of the game for some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to just enjoy
Well,
it.
the fun of Warzone is getting dubs. Like,
You can still get dubs and like have your controller vibrate. You know what I'm saying?
oh no, I'm not talking about the vibration. I don't understand the vibration thing. I'm talking about the haptic feedback. Like, if you're going up against somebody with a fucking
haptic
mouse click,
feedback
who
is
can just be like,
vibration.
and like you're just over there, like you have to pull like an extra like millisecond to like.
That's
pull,
that's the
shoot
adaptive
trigger.
triggers. The haptic feedback is just like a rumble feature that goes through the whole controller. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. I
Well,
was
no, I
thinking
thought the triggers are included in the haptic
They
feedback.
work in tandem. But
yeah, that's what
but
they're
the
talking about,
Adaptive
though.
triggers is different than the haptic feedback. Haptic feedback sends pulsing vibrations through the whole controller in like fun ways, and adaptive triggers has like a sense of tension in the trigger.
Yeah,
so like when
no,
you
but
pull,
that's part
That's
of the
the
haptic
haptic
feedback.
system, yeah.
That's what haptic means.
no. So like the haptic feedback will go through the triggers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But-
no.
no,
The
the
pull
whole-
is
the
called
whole
it's
everything
called
we-
haptic feedback.
Okay, you can have haptic feedback
Google
without
that.
I'm
having
bringing it up.
adaptive triggers. Okay, lots of controllers have haptic feedback. The fucking Switch controllers have haptic
Yes, they
feedback.
do.
But the adaptive triggers are what's special about the PlayStation's controller.
Read that. Read it. Read it. It's all in the way it feels. Here's why you need to be excited about haptics. Haptic feedback.
Has become one of those buzzwords that's becoming synonymous with PS5, and to some extent the Xbox Series X2. For Xbox One and PS4, there came the chance of 4K and 60 FPS, and now as we look towards PS5 and Xbox Series X, there are much more complicated phrases being bandied out.
Yes, as haptic feedback is about adding realism to the way games feel. No, not
it's vibration.
emotionally, but after getting physical feedback from your controller. Oh dang it.
Stupid ads.
Or other peripherals in a way that's more nuanced and realistic than your traditional vibration or okay, Brent's right. Brent's absolutely right. I was thinking that you were talking about the fucking controller like pulling the triggers.
Yeah, the trigger pulls,
Yeah.
Like that's
I
why
think-
I was like, no. Like with this I get it. Okay.
I think even the new Xbox controller is going to have some form of
no,
like,
they don't have any adaptive controller.
not
They'll have
triggers,
haptic
not
feedback.
yeah,
though.
haptic feedback. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's like okay. So now that you're not talking about the controllers, like being harder to pull and stuff, sure, fucking throw the haptic feedback in there. I'm down with that because then, and that might actually help if you know you're getting shot from the back or whatever.
yeah.
Because the controller's telling you it's coming from like the back right or whatever.
Yeah, I think a lot of
know?
that's going to be more like, when you pull the trigger, it's going to do a little bloop in your hand, like almost like a kickback or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
it's going to be
no.
tight when you put the trigger thing in conjunction with it. I really think so.
Yeah.
No Rumble.
No. You don't play with vibration?
No, I do no Rumble.
Nah, so we have a psychopath.
Another
amongst us.
psychopath.
Okay. So Stephen T. Wright at GameSpot says, we're only a few days away from... I like how every article starts like that. We're only a few days away from the launch of the PS5, and details are trickling out about every aspect of the console prior to its release. In a recent... PS5 FAQ, Sony clarifies that the new DualSense controller is expected to have a battery life that is comparable to that of the DualShock 4, with recharging taking approximately 3 hours. This claim comes as several outlets that received a PS5 prior to release said that the DualSense controller lasts only 2 to 4 hours,
Yeah.
particularly when playing Astro's Playroom. Since Playroom is specifically designed to show off the DualSense's new features, such as haptic feedback, this would appear to suggest that games that take full advantage of those features may drain the controller's battery faster than other games. In the experience of several GameSpot staff members, the DualSense battery life hasn't been noticeably poor. But so 2 to 4 hours if it's a haptic feedback intense game. And if not, it'll probably be like 6-8 hours.
I gotta say, the DualShock 4 was trash. I mean,
it was absolutely, but that was because of the light.
Not the controller. The controller itself was great.
Yeah.
But the battery life in the controller was trash. Like, it was a great controller with a terrible, terrible battery life.
It was the sensor, dude. It was that light that was constantly on at the top.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time I ended up playing with it plugged in. The only time when it really mattered that it was wireless is like when I'm playing VR or something. You know
like
what I mean?
From your bed or.
Yeah. But, generally speaking, it does die a lot.
Yeah, it's not anything to. They probably shouldn't have told anybody that.
Yeah,
they should have just let people figure that out. It's
themselves.
just as good as the one you guys hate. I swear. It's not. It's not anything better. It's not any worse. It's there. But that's what they said basically. So what you got?
Okay. First of all, R.I.P. Alex Trebek. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Sad stuff there.
What is 2020?
Right.
Too
Okay.
soon.
And let's see what else we got. Okay, new Mass Effect. We talked about that. We talked about loading games faster.
I do have an addition on the Call of Duty news earlier.
Oh,
What is that?
Add it up.
So with if you're lucky enough to have an Xbox Series X, PS5 when it does come out, and then the PlayStation PS4 Pro and the One X, there is a texture pack that got released for Call of Duty today.
Really? And so even the PS4 Pro and the One X get it?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to light them on fire, but
Yeah. And
Very cool.
yeah, that's gonna be tight.
What about PC?
so PC's getting a texture pack as well, but they're also getting the option to cut down on the rendering of out-of-sight objects. It's
okay.
to help with streaming.
It lowers the overall
The draw distance.
No, but this patch is also supposed to make the overall gigs taken up by the game less on PC. So like after you download the 25 gig update, it drops down the total to like 70 something for whatever reason.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I need that.
It's always good.
Fortnite just did the same thing. Fortnite went from like a 90 gig game to like 26 gigs or some shit.
Damn,
recently.
Warzone needs to pay attention to that
I
shit.
know.
But yeah. Also, I don't know if you noticed that like apparently the 2K21 is like 100 something gigs on the new consoles after they claimed like, oh, the new consoles like with these SSDs like and all the new assets we have, it's gonna make the game smaller in the future. And apparently this isn't the case because of like the 4K assets like make up like 20 gigs of shit. Like if you want 4K assets in your games, it's going to be a bigger game no matter what. And they're like, well, it makes up for it because it downloads faster on the SSD. It's like, no, this is kind of fucked up, guys, especially since we don't have like any fucking storage, but I don't know. Yeah, it's just lots of bad news coming out of the like not bad, but it's it's like 1,000 cuts, like it's like don't worry, it's not that bad. And then you hear the next thing and it's like, oh, well, it's not that bad. And then they're like, oh, but wait, there's more. And it just keeps getting like worse and worse. So you're like, what the fuck, guys? And they're like, sorry, I don't know.
It's been very messy.
It has. But anyways.
Okay. Ubisoft plans to replace an in-game Watch Dogs Legion podcast host who has made transphobic comments in the past, Kotaku reports.
Was it fucking Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan. That would be hilarious. No, Helen Lewis, apparently, a London-based journalist who serves as a staff writer for The Atlantic, hosts 2 episodes of Watch Dogs Legion's Bucking Ear podcast. However, Ubisoft confirmed that both episodes will be replaced in an upcoming update. Apparently, she did something offensive, and a bunch of people were mad, and they didn't know this when they made the game, and now they do, and they're taking her out of the game. So, bada bing, bada boom, social justice is served.
Yes. 2020, bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, I hope you never thought or said anything that could possibly incriminate
canceled.
you on the internet.
Yeah.
But anyways, Janae Sitzes at GameSpot said, in a blog post today, Best Buy confirmed it will not have the PS5 or Xbox Series X or S in retail stores on launch day or during the holidays. Instead, the consoles could be restocked on BestBuy.com, but Best Buy gave no indication of when that might be. Quote, if you haven't pre-ordered a new console yet, you still might be able to get your hands on one, but only on BestBuy.com. Best Buy representative Katie Huggins wrote in the blog post, while our stores won't have devices for purchase on launch day or throughout the holiday season, keep an eye on BestBuy.com, where they'll be available for purchase as soon as we have them available. End quote. This statement means it's now unclear whether Best Buy will have the PS5 and Xbox Series X/S available online during Black Friday, as previously reported. Best Buy's Black Friday 2020 Best Buy's Black Friday 2020 ad shows both the PS5 and Xbox Series X/S and advertises them as being available online only in limited quantities, and their inclusion in the ad implies they'll be available during Best Buy's Black Friday sale, which the retailer has still not shared start dates and times for. However, when GameSpot asked Best Buy specifically about Black Friday availability, the spokesperson only reiterated that consoles would not be available in stores throughout the holiday season, and that consoles would be, quote, available on BestBuy.com as soon as we have inventory available. So Best Buy's out of the fucking console game right now.
Well, I honestly, okay, this is going to sound stupid, but I really am okay with this because I hope this pushes the sale of Oculus Quest 2 headsets. You know what I'm saying? I know they're readily available at Best Buy. I'm serious. Like, I know that, like, a lot of people are going to go out on fucking, Black Friday and do their, Christmas shopping or whatever, and they're going to try to get something for their, like, gamer family member. And when they get to the store, they're going to realize that the only thing available is the fucking Quest 2. And I hope to God that there's just shitloads of Quest 2s that get sold on Christmas. You know what I mean?
Okay, my opinion on this, there won't be Quest 2s flying off the shelves until there's a real-world application for it.
I don't know, man. I'm seeing a lot of people, like, popping up online just like, I got a Quest 2 today, Never tried VR before in my life, but I got a Quest 2 for no reason.
I'm not saying there's not going to be random people buying it, but I mean, like, on a broad, like, okay, well, I was going to buy a PS5, but fuck it. I'm going to get an Oculus instead. You know, like, you're not going to see that. Like, and I don't think you will until there's something that makes it more out in front of people. Like something that, like, people got to use it for work for whatever reason. And and then they're like, damn, this is kind of cool. I would love to play games on this. I'm already used to it for work or whatever the fuck. Something's going to happen where it's like, that's what's going to push VR into, like,
I think we need more, like, demos of VR out in the wild.
Yeah.
I think more people, if they were to just try it.
Well, you can't with COVID.
Exactly. That's the problem.
COVID is killing the VR industry.
Because Oculus is the perfect thing to demo. You could set up anywhere and just show people. If you had it, like, out in front of, like, the Microsoft store or something, like, people
at
would be.
GameStop, at fucking Best Buy,
people
at Walmart.
Would be all over that shit, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Make it like how the demos were for, like, the GameCube and shit back in Walmart. Like, you could just
hook
go
a little
and play.
wire to it so you can't walk too far away from the thing.
Yeah, let fucking kids play it, man.
Yeah, that's what's gonna sell VR is, like, people doing VR and realizing, oh, this isn't just some stupid fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, and make sure they're killer. Well, also it needs a killer app. I feel like there's no killer app for for VR yet. There's nothing that's like, if I don't have this, I'm not gonna fucking feel okay.
I mean,
like, make the God of War of VR.
Half-Life Alyx is a pretty killer app. You know what I'm saying?
For a very specific crew. It's people who already know what Half-Life is.
True.
Plus people who are, into VR. I mean, I'm sure it opened it up to a bunch of new PC players, but they need something like Mario. They need something like, it's like, this is a fucking hit. Everybody knows what this is. Make the Pokemon VR game. Like, make something that, like, people know about. Or, like, make something new that people can know about that's close to those types of things. Like, make a game worth buying a console for.
Well, I think they're working on that. I mean, first of all, you've got, games that have come out recently, like Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, that's like a full-fledged dope-ass game that's based on a franchise that people enjoy.
They got bad reviews.
No.
That's the good one?
Saints and Sinners got incredible reviews.
Which is the one that got the bad reviews then? You were just talking about it last week saying that it wasn't good.
Walking Dead Onslaught got bad reviews, but I think that's more because Saints and Sinners was so good. You know what I mean? That, like, people kind of just played Onslaught and they're like, oh, fuck this. You know what I mean?
But once again, that's not a killer app.
No,
a killer app would be something that's broad.
my point is though that like great apps are being developed. Like we've got that game which is like 10 out of 10 on like a lot of review sites. Like even like fucking IGN and shit gave it like a 9 or But you've also got games in development from big franchises like Medal of Honor, Star Wars. You've also got Jurassic Park, but that's not a killer app. But what is coming that will probably be a killer app is the fucking Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell games that are being developed by Oculus right now.
I agree with that. That's it. Oculus needs to develop something that is next level. Like, and I don't, we don't need a third party killer app. We need Oculus making first party fucking amazing
Oculus
games.
has the most amazing, like, for out of all the different, like, okay, Half-Life Alyx is Valve's only game that they have that's like dope for VR. Oculus has like a bunch of dope exclusives like The Climb and like Wilson's Heart and a bunch of games that are like maybe not killer apps, but like they're doing okay in the exclusive department. You know,
killer app.
Like I would say Echo, fucking Lone Echo is almost a killer app. That's like one of the most incredible games I've ever played, and they're making Lone Echo 2 like now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how do you sell that to people? What are you going to tell people?
It,
no, but that's what I'm saying. Without people trying it, you need something, because obviously probably for another year to 2 years you're not going to be able to just let people try VR in fucking stores. So what is an IP that if you had it and you made the ultimate VR experience of it, it doesn't matter if you've ever played VR or not. People who have never even thought about VR are going to see that and be like, dude, I need a fucking VR.
Well, if you look at it, so Horizon, I think that
like
could be
Zero
one.
Dawn?
No. Is it Facebook's Horizon?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, because that would be sick.
Horizons, though, could, if it does as good as they're projecting it to do and have talked about.
Is that like a social media thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, social media integrated with gaming, but also social hub, but through Facebook, and if how people are addicted to that damn Facebook. I think that could.
Yeah.
I really think that's just going to end up being
brand.
like another VR chat or rec room.
Well, if it becomes a actual like Facebook where there's rules and like, you can't have a fucking Ugandan Knuckles running around, where it's like, like it's actually a safe place for kids and adults to go and post their thoughts and ideas and talk to people and like, communicate for school or market their stuff, and kids start getting into it and their friends are there, then they'll bring their friends and stuff like that. That's probably a good idea as well. But you got to have terms of service. You can't have fucking Ugandan Knuckles and stuff.
It's made by Facebook, so I'm sure they're working on that. They've got like betas and stuff out for it right now. But to me, it just kind of looks a lot like VR chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Boring VR chat.
Well,
I don't know.
We'll see the future, man. We'll see soon enough.
Truth.
Darren Bontuis. Wait, is it me or is it? Yeah, it's me. It's me.
I don't have any more left.
Darren Bontuis at GameSpot says Sony's next generation of console gaming officially begins next week when it releases the PS5. But unlike previous console launches, there won't be overnight camping to secure one of the gaming devices. Sony has announced that in an effort to keep staff, gamers, and retailers safe during the COVID-19 pandemic, and also to just cover up the fact that they didn't make enough consoles all day. No, they didn't say that, but all day of launch sales will be conducted through online retailers. No PS5 units will be available in store for purchase on November 12th, but if you had previously pre-ordered the PS5 for pickup, you'll still be able to grab your new console during the designated time that your retailer allotted to you. Sony noted that customers planning to do in-store pickup on launch day should confirm those details with the retailer. Quote, please don't plan on camping out or lining up at your local retailer on launch day in hopes of finding a PS5 console for purchase, Sid Schumann, Senior Director, SIE Content Communications, said in a PS blog update. Quote, be safe, stay home, and place your order online. So therefore, if you did not get one,
you're not
getting one, and you probably won't get one until next year. Yeah. I'm just going to be real with you. If you can only get them online and they're not putting them in retailers till, from what I've been hearing, rumor-wise, till after the holidays, you're not getting a PS5. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't feel too bad, though, if you can't get your hands on one of these next-generation consoles or graphics cards or something,
Just get a Quest 2.
Yeah,
just get a Quest 2. No, it's not the end of the world. This month is going to fly, but this next few months will fly by, and before you know it, there'll be so many goddamn PlayStation 5s and Xboxes in stores, you won't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, if you don't get it, Might as well. You might as well just give up.
FOMO.
If you just think about like the console releases of years past, I mean, it's usually not a very short turnaround before the stores are just stocked up with them. So
but
I wouldn't worry
it's also
too much.
It's never been COVID-19, so
True.
we don't know how that's gonna work out.
I still wouldn't worry too much. You know what I mean?
And also, there's been rumors, not rumors, there was a leak by a notable leaker that Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be delayed again until after the holidays, possibly.
Bro,
That's
I'm
not
killing
confirmed.
everybody if they do that.
Brent already let us know last week that he would kill everyone if this is the case. Luckily, it's just a leak right now, not confirmed.
I'm about to take a leak on the fucking developers if this fucking...
Their corpses.
Bro.
No, but... and last bit of news here, Kevin Knezovic at GameSpot says EA has shared a few more tidbits about its next Battlefield game. During the company's November earnings call, it confirmed that the next Battlefield game is coming to next-generation consoles in holiday 2021, with more details to be revealed in the spring. Quote, DICE is creating our next Battlefield game with never-before-seen scale, EA said during the call. The technical advancements of the new consoles are allowing the team to deliver a truly next-gen vision for the franchise. We have hands-on playtesting underway internally. Moreover, EA confirmed that the next Battlefield game is set to launch in holiday 2021. And the studio says it will share a lot more about the game in the spring. Later in the call, EA CEO Andrew Wilson talked a bit more about how the game's development is progressing. Yeah, we rallied that entire studio around the development of Battlefield specifically. We've given them an extra year of development to ensure that they can, in fact, build a true next-gen vision around that game. DICE is one of the most talented studios on the fucking planet, and we've been able to add leadership from our EA Sports business and David Rudder, who understands both live services and the rigor of development. We've brought in talent from across the industry who have really bolstered our belief and our confidence in our ability to launch that game next year. So lots more to come in the next couple of months. Yeah, so that's what's going on over there at DICE. A lot of...
Unpopular opinion, I would rather have Star Wars Battlefront 3 than fucking...
Very unpopular opinion.
Yeah,
Actually,
no. As long as they do a modern or newer, like, just get out of the World War II and World War I stuff.
Yeah.
Go back to modern. It's time they return to modern.
Go back to Battlefield, 4.
Yes.
And
oh my god.
You guys didn't like Battlefield Hardline, dude?
Oh my god.
Or take us back to Bad Company, dude. Like, give us some Battlefield Bad Company, next gen. Battlefield always has the best graphics. No lie. Like, the graphics in Battlefield is just, like, gorgeous.
And the
I don't know,
interactable
man.
environments, you can blow anything up.
To me, Modern Warfare looked better than
because
the
it's
newest.
newer.
What? Well, it was close. I mean, like, what?
No, Battlefield 4. Wait. Oh, you took 5?
Yeah, Battlefield 5.
I mean,
It
it's
didn't
okay.
look as good as
I
Modern
didn't
Warfare
see
to me.
Battlefield 5, honestly. I didn't see that one.
I don't
No,
give a
definitely-
shit.
no,
If you
Modern
crank
Warfare
up the
looks-
ray
yeah.
tracing, you fucking turn the textures on maximum. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's next level. But I'm just saying, Battlefield typically looks better than Call of Duty. Like, it always looks amazing. Like, Battlefield 1 looked really fucking good when it came out. I remember playing it and
when
just
it
being
came
like,
out,
how is it that fucking beautiful and this big? Like, the maps are huge.
well, DICE has always made good looking games. Like
Yeah.
those Battlefront or the Star
Battlefront,
Wars games
yeah.
looked really good too.
Yeah. I mean, so I can only imagine next gen, Battlefield. Oh, it's going to be
I'm not going to get excited just yet.
gorgeous. It's going to be a
I'm
terrible,
excited.
terrible
I'm excited.
game. So that's it for the gaming news this week. There was a lot of it, lots of, next gen information. We're going to jump on over to this week's releases where I'm going to let you know which brand new games you can purchase in the next 7 days. And then, you'll be able to see like little clips or pictures of the game that I'm talking about if you're watching the video version on YouTube
Yeah,
or
don't forget to check out our YouTube if you never watch us on YouTube.
on YouTube.
We're just gonna
YouTube.com/create for sanity. That's at youtube.com/create for. No, I'm just kidding. No, but make sure you transition that that picture of it.
And
Okay.
I'm just gonna stick to pictures
Yeah, I was like-
today, so we don't have audio coming through.
Okay, so Shakes on a Plane is coming to Switch and PC on November 12th. Couldn't find a price. Shakes on a Plane is a chaotic co-op shaking game for 1 to 4 players. Flying on various planes with your flight crew, serve up a variety of tasty shakes, burgers, fries, and many more dishes before the plane lands on the airport, and your passengers rate your services. If I was on any plane that had shakes, burgers, and fries, it's getting a 10 out of 10. I don't care if they're good shakes, burgers, and fries. It's the fact they're there.
So is this like
Overcooked. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fun.
On a plane.
But on a plane.
Actually, I'm
That's
all about
it.
this.
I've had it with these motherfucking shakes on this motherfucking plane. So,
Yeah, if you don't have a Samuel L. Jackson type character in this game,
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want it.
is it even a game? No, but Demon Souls is coming to
Hey.
PS5 on November 12th for $69.99. Whole fucking $70.
Bro, this is getting so
Jesus
real. I
Christ.
can't believe all the new
Yeah.
shit's coming out right now. Like, this is really
Oh, yeah.
happening. Like,
Entirely rebuilt from the ground up and masterfully enhanced, this remake of Demon Souls invites you to experience the unsettling story and ruthless combat in unparalleled visual quality
Look
and
at this
incredible
guy.
performance. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that guy. Let's see the spider.
that dude looks ruthless, bro.
I like
Is
the
he
spider.
not ruthless enough for you?
Type spider. Just type spider. He's ruthless. I mean, he's got a big ass shield.
He's got
Obviously,
a big old shield. He's gonna be hard to hit.
he's afraid of something. Yeah, this spider ain't afraid though. This spider shoots literal fire out its ass.
Oh my god, dude.
Look at that fire ass. But
That's an old.
Overcooked All You Can Eat is coming to PS5 on November 12th and Xbox Series X and S on November 10th
Uh-oh.
for $49.99.
Shakes on a Plane has some competition over here.
Oh yeah, Overcooked 2, and every morsel of additional content released for both games are being blended together and remastered from the ground up in Overcooked All You Can Eat. You know, because that's really what this game needed, was just a visual overhaul. You know,
I heard it's gonna run at like 120 frames per second. or something.
400 frames per second.
All the frames.
It's uncapped actually on your consoles. No, but then we got NBA 2K21 coming to Xbox Series X and S and PS5 on November 12th for $69.99. NBA 2K21 is built from the ground up for next gen b-ball.
Does it
R.I.P.
say that?
Kobe.
It says next generation b-ball.
Oh,
But it does say b-ball.
it does say b-ball.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
unfortunate. Then we have Godfall is coming to PS5 on November 12th for $69.99. I can't deal with that.
$69.99. That's atrocious.
Dude, all the next gen games are like,
Hopefully, you can still get everything for $10 off at Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not. but-
I don't. But I know there was like a news article on GameSpot and IGN today saying that Sony was apparently trying to make their first party games even more expensive. Like,
Oh, hell no,
due
dude.
to the fact that the third party were going to be $69.99, they're like, we can get away with $79.99.
That's some bullshit. I
It's
feel like the first party game should be like less expensive,
Right?
You know
It's
what
like,
I mean?
we bought your fucking console. You know? God dang it. Anyways, then we got Sackboy, A Big Adventure, coming to PS4, PS5, November 12th for $59.99. Iconic PlayStation hero Sackboy returns in an all-new 3D adventure with a deeply immersive and expressive control scheme. I tried to make that sound like a 90s commercial for like Fruit by the Foot. But I don't. Was I successful? I gotta try it again.
Yeah,
Hold on.
no, good job.
It's like where the teenager is talking. He's like, it's like Astro's Playroom, PS5, November 12th. It's going to be free. Astro and his crew lead you on a magical introduction through PlayStation 5 and this fun platformer that comes preloaded on PS5. Be there or be square.
It
No, I'm
comes
just kidding.
preloaded. Oh,
Yeah.
Astro's Playroom.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought Sackboy came preloaded. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was-
dang, what a hookup.
Nah. Then we got Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales coming to PS4 and PS5 on for $49.99 on November 12th. Building on and expanding the Spider-Man saga, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales has players experiencing the rise of Miles Morales as he masters new powers to become his own Spider-Man.
Dude, this is gonna be sick, bro. Like, I really enjoyed the first one, so
It's always good. You're not going to go wrong with Spider-Man.
yeah.
And then we got The Pathless coming to PS4, PS5, PC, and mobile on November 12th. Couldn't find a price, but The Pathless is a mythic adventure game about an archer and an eagle in a vast forest.
Why is the Xbox not getting any love on this one? That's fucked up.
I don't know. I think it's I thought it was a PlayStation exclusive, but it's on PC, so that's weird. Now, maybe it has like a
And
timed
mobile.
exclusive.
Weird.
Forge a connection with your eagle companion as you hunt corrupted spirits, but be
Xbox
careful.
is like, we got the Falconeer. We don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
it's the same shit. but be careful to not become the hunted yourself. And then we have Just Dance 2021.
Oh, shit.
Finally getting
coming to Wii.
that next gen dance coming to Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and Stadia on November 12th for $49.99. Dance to more than 40 new songs by artists including Lizzo, Billie Eilish, and Dua Lipa in Just Dance 2021. I hope I said that name right, Dua Lipa. But
Close enough, right?
is that how do you say it?
I don't know.
And then we have Bug Snacks coming to PS4, PS5, and PC. November 12th for free on PS5 and $25 on PS4.
This is the game to watch, everybody.
Yeah,
Bug Snacks.
This is the killer app of the PlayStation 5.
Bro, it's getting decent reviews. It's getting just as good a reviews as Spider-Man.
That's really depressing.
Is it, or is Bug Snacks just that shit?
we are what we eat. Bug Snacks takes you on a whimsical adventure to Snacktooth Island, a home of the legendary half-bug, half-snacks creatures. Bug Snacks.
Dude, y'all need to hear that Bug Snacks song. You'll be in the Bug Snacks mood, man. I'm telling you.
I'm always there.
Dude,
Yeah, I like it. I like
Over,
Bug Snacks.
bro.
Look, somebody made real-life Bug Snacks.
I'm telling you, dude. Bug Snacks is going to be a craze, bro, pretty soon.
I feel like you're gonna like check out like your mom's like Pinterest, and it's gonna be just like Bug Snacks. Then we got Kingdom Hearts: Melody of Memory coming to Xbox One, PS4, and Switch on November 13th for $59.99. Experience the music of Kingdom Hearts like never before. Kingdom Hearts.
Is this a rhythm game?
I don't know.
It looks like a rhythm game.
Melody of Memory features 20 plus characters, 140 plus music tracks, and versus multiplayer mode.
Boy, what? This fits in with our topic.
Yeah, dude.
This might be tight.
Too bad nobody likes that game. No, just kidding. I mean, there's a lot of people that like that game. I'm sorry. I just don't care. Have you ever played Kingdom Hearts and been like, this is good? This is fucking
I played
good.
all the way through the DS one.
Keep Dream Drop Distance.
Dream Drop Distance. I had a good time with that one. I played through
Triple
the
D.
OG one. I tried to play the third one that just came out recently, and
Yeah.
I got bored with it like halfway through.
Yeah, it looked bad.
It wasn't bad. It was just.
I
it
don't
was
mean
too
I don't
easy.
mean visually. I just mean the game itself looked bad. Like it looked like an old game. Like that was like up-resed for modern day. It was like
I could see that. Yeah.
you know, like the gameplay looked bad. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is coming to Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, PC, November 13th for $59.99. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, the direct sequel to the original and fan favorite Call of Duty Black Ops, drops fans into the depths of the Cold War's volatile geopolitical battle of the early 1980s. And then
Cool.
we have Let's Sing 2021 coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on November 13th for $59.99. Let the music take control and become the star of your party, or sing your heart out solo in Let's Sing 2021. The 2021 chapter of the Let's Sing series offers hits right off the Billboard charts as well as classic hits. And then we have Rune 2 Decapitation Edition.
Oh my god.
Coming to PC on November 13th. It's probably rated E. No, but Rune 2 Decapitation Edition completely re-envisions Rune 2 with a story of betrayal, rebirth, and
Rune,
revenge, delivering a glorious new Viking adventure.
Put an E in there.
yeah,
Rune, like R-U-N-E.
Like RuneScape.
Yeah, I can catch him.
Why is RuneScape Classic something I've searched before?
Why not, bro?
OSRS?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Don't judge.
I'm judging myself. All right, okay. Then we got The Sims 4 Snowy Escape coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC, November 13th for $39.99.
Dude, they put out way too many Sims 4 expansions, and
To
they're
be
all way too
$39.99.
expensive,
Yeah,
dude.
like at this point, if you have every expansion to Sims 4, you are probably
thousands in the
broke.
hole.
broke as fuck. Like,
there's like at least 20 expansions, and they're all like $30 fucking. Like,
if I knew math, I'd tell you how broke you are. But with the Sims 4 Snowy Escape content expansion pack, grab skis for a downhill ride, strap on a snowboard to shred, bundle up on a sled with another sim, or build rock climbing skills for excursion to the peak.
it says there it can cost you as much as $700 to get all the extra things.
So you could either buy a PS5 or an Xbox Series X,
Or you can get all the content for The Sims.
Yeah.
I can't even like do everything in the base game in The Sims 4. Like, why would I? Like, shit, dude.
Oh my
And
God.
people wonder why EA keeps making bullshit.
Oh, Alonzo Jonesy. We've been in the Google.
in the mode. Yeah,
Battlefield 4 could have utilized the Warzone aspect if they had jumped on it first.
You know, they
They
did
did.
that thing.
They
They
did.
did.
It wasn't
yeah.
good, though.
Yeah, it got
it was
it
pretty
got
rough.
dropped like almost immediately.
yeah, they were trying. They were late.
It was,
But they were trying.
It was after Black Ops
Yeah.
4.
No, it was it was after the blackout.
Blackout, yeah.
With
Yeah.
that battle royale
Yeah,
game
yeah,
came out
yeah.
around the same time. And then we got Mars Horizon coming to Xbox One, Switch, and PS4 on PC on November 17th for $19.99. In Mars Horizon, the player is tasked with leading a major space agency from the dawn of the space age through to humanity's journey to Mars. Okay, and then we have Halo 4 coming to the Master Chief Collection on PC November 17th.
About damn time.
Yep, so you can get all that good-looking visuals and stuff about the Halo 4s.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think at that point they'll have the whole Master Chief collection on PC,
On PC?
finally, except for 5.
But
But 5
nobody
isn't
cares
part
about
of
that.
the collection, is it?
No, it's not part of the collection, and no one cares.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's already on PC, isn't it?
5?
Yeah,
Maybe.
it might already be. But who cares? So
All right.
So that's it for this week's releases. I hope you guys got your PS5 if you were wanting it. I hope you guys got your Xbox Series X or S if you were wanting it.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely hoping for the best for all you out there
Mm-hmm.
trying to get your hands on that next gen.
if it wasn't for Xbox All Access, I wouldn't have one either. But
Yeah. If I had a job, I would fucking have one.
if it wasn't for that employment thing, Brent would have
Yeah,
one.
definitely.
But I'll tell you something. Like like I didn't want to get one, you know, because I have a PC.
Bro, all access makes it too simple.
It
dude.
does, and it was like I thought about it, and I was like, I've never, ever missed a launch for a console, even whenever I wasn't playing games that much. I got the Wii U the fucking day one. You know, I'm not missing this shit.
Dude,
I'm gonna be here for it, and I have a gaming podcast. I have a duty to get an Xbox Series X.
Not only that though, but like no offense to your PC or anything, but the Series
gonna be
X
better,
is gonna
yeah.
like blow it out of the water, dude. Like,
is.
That shit's gonna be dope. Dude.
It's gonna blow the 1090 Ti out of the water for sure. Especially, it's gonna have ray tracing. You know, 4K gaming. It's gonna be legit. All I'm saying is, it feels good. It feels good. If it's comfort food for me to know that I have an Xbox Series X coming, and it's gonna be sitting beside my TV. Anyways, we're moving on to the currently playing.
Yes, yes.
What have you been playing, Brent?
Well, I've been playing a lot of Population 1, a lot of Pop 1. You know what I'm saying? I play a lot with Devin. Sometimes I play at like 2 in the morning. So I don't play with Devin sometimes. But like when I play without Devin, I'm always like just wrecking fools, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait for Devin to see how fucking good I am, dude. I'm fucking just melting people. Next time I play with Devin, we're getting all the dubs. And then I play with Devin, and I just get like 0 kills, and fucking I'm just shit, and I'm just
we both
completely
suffer
useless.
from the potato aim.
But usually I'm fucking good, dude. Like I'm getting dubs and stuff, and then like I just like as soon as I'm like in front of people that like I like want my skills to be like showcased to, fucking I just play like a potato, dude. Fucking
I'm flattered.
It's when
Brent.
you think too much. Like that happens to me a lot in Warzone, where like I'll be
Yeah.
fucking dude. I will kill it in solos. I get like minimum 8 kills in solos, and then I'll go into like duos or something, and I'll go into like my partner will get killed, and so they're watching me, and like just me knowing that they're watching what I'm doing, I'll fucking miss every shot. Like I'll
Yes,
just
dude.
be like, oh, they're watching
Performance anxiety.
Yeah, I just like, oh shit, and I'll just like aim off and like shoot a rock 10 miles away, and the guy like in front of me will just actually be like, you just want me to let you kill me? Like I feel really bad right now, but yeah, so
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
I can't stop playing that game though, man. They've added this challenge thing in where they've hidden like cubes all over the map, and if you get enough cubes, you get like special gun skins and like I don't know, man. I'm just really addicted. I every time I put on my VR headset, I've got all these games I haven't even touched, and like fucking I just keep going back to Population 1. So I don't know, I'm having fun with it.
Is that like a battle royale?
Yeah, it's a battle royale.
Yeah, that's battle royales will do that to you, man. They'll suck you in and they'll just take your life away.
It really will. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
but
it's fun. It's fun because you can hang with the homies while you're doing it. So you're getting your social, fill in while doing it.
And your gaming fill simultaneously.
Yeah, and I haven't done that since I was like a kid. Like I feel like there's no other games that I'm like, I'll just play this online all the time with someone,
See, that's one thing. I get this like childlike sense of wonder when I'm playing VR, you know what I'm saying? And then you mix that with multiplayer. It feels like back in the day when you'd play like Halo with your homies or something, you know what I mean?
Link that
I
bitch.
get that feeling when I'm playing VR, you
It's
know
a
what
lot
I mean?
more like personable, social.
Yeah,
like, social
when you're like
hanging
in
out
the
when you're
like
actually
lobby
playing.
and everybody's running around screeching and like shooting each other in the face and shit, it's
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Except,
It is
except
good.
some games.
Close.
Yeah, right. Like
And then, so wait, what else?
and then I finished playing Batman, Telltale Batman Season 1 and 2. I played both seasons. Really, really enjoyed Season 2. I think it might be my favorite rendition of the Joker ever. You know what I mean? Like, the way they present the Joker in that game is so interesting and, like, just different from all the other, like, ways. Like, every Joker's a little bit different. You know what I mean? But, like, I don't know. Telltale's Joker is, like, really interesting.
Isn't he like a genuinely a good guy at
He's
first?
kind of a nice dude, and you meet him at, okay, spoiler alert. I'm just going to ruin it because nobody's ever going to play this. Yeah, but
I feel like this is a story. This one you can't ruin, though, because, like, don't ruin it.
I'm not going to ruin anything, but I will ruin a little bit.
I'm not going to ruin anything, just a little bit.
Basically, a turn of events happens where you get put in, like, Arkham Asylum in the first season, and then he, like, saves you from getting beat up in Arkham Asylum and, like, helps you out, and you become friends, kind of. And then in the second season, like, you meet up with him, and, like, you basically, he's kind of a nice dude, but he's also, like, a fucking psychopath, and you have to, like, balance,
You play his mentor, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can either make him evil or let him be good.
Kind of, yeah. You can kind of, like, guide him to be good or, like, let him do his own thing and kind of devolve into evil. You know what I mean?
But if he turns good, then you're out of work. You know what I'm saying?
His idea of good is, like, obviously, like, fucked up maniac idea of good. It just ends up crazy. But, like, also, I think the most interesting thing about the Joker from Telltale isn't, like, his whole, story behind what happens with him. It's the dynamic that they have with him and Harley Quinn. Because, like, in the Telltale version, like, usually the Joker-Harley Quinn relationship dynamic is Joker's the abusive one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Harley Quinn in this game is the abusive one, and she's, like, driving him to do all these, like, terrible things and shit. I don't know. It's really interesting how they set it all up. It's, like, really well made, and the story's, like, darker than any other Batman story I've ever heard, including the fucking Joker that just came out with fucking Joaquin Phoenix. Like, it was fucked off. Like, the whole thing is fucked off. And it's really good. It's probably my favorite Telltale game I've ever played. I really enjoyed it. And I played it in this Shadows mode where the whole game is like black and white, except for like it's like Sin City, so there's like colored parts. Like Harley Quinn's hair has always got color, or Joker's hair has always got color, or like Batman's tech is always like glowing yellow or something. There's always like some kind of color for
signature colors.
Yeah, like what it wants you to draw your attention to is like colored in the scene. It's really interesting how they did it, and it's pretty looking. I don't know. I enjoyed it a lot.
It sounds pretty good. It
Yeah.
sounds like something that'll draw you in.
Yeah, and it also felt like it had more like choices and stuff than your typical Telltale game. I mean, most of the games are based on the choices you make and stuff, but this felt like your choices had a little more weight to it than other Telltale games, like Borderlands and shit like that. I don't know.
That
Anyways,
sounds cool.
I like it a lot. If you get it on sale, it's definitely worth a play.
Word. I played Day of the Tentacle. So like, first off, obviously Call of Duty Warzone Season 6, still in that bitch. Got another dub last night.
Nice.
It never ends. The dubs just fucking come, dude. They just like, they're everywhere. Yeah, I wake up, I dub. I go to sleep, I dub. I don't
Naturally.
really I'm slowly getting my KDR up, like from the first
What's
while.
What's it at?
It's like I think it's like 8.5 or 0.85. Like it was like
8.85.
no 0.85.
Oh,
8.85.
No.
I was like, holy fuck, Jamal.
It was really bad for a long time. Like, I think it was like 60 something. Like whenever I first started playing, like I just wasn't paying attention to it, and I hadn't before Warzone. I hadn't played a Call of Duty game since like World at War. Like it's been that long since I played Call of Duty. So like I had no idea how shit was working. I was getting used to it. Now I'm getting consistent kills like in over the past week it's gone up. Like it went from like 0.78 to 0.85, like somewhere around there this week. So I know it's going up quick. I'm trying to get it, at least above 1. I want to get it up there before I ever quit the game.
You need to play with your boy. I'll get you up to 1 real fast.
Well, you'll take all my kills.
No.
You've already got like 400 dubs. You got to leave some space for me to get dubs.
You need to get a quest, and then we can all be on Population 1 together.
1, huh?
That would be the ultimate 3-man team. It would be so much fun.
That would be tight. That I need to get VR, but before I get VR, I gotta get my Xbox here.
Yeah, and if you're getting an Xbox, I would invest in a 4K TV before VR.
I have one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's 4K over there?
Yeah, it's 4K.
Oh,
unfortunately,
bad.
it's only 60
That's
hertz
okay.
refresh rate.
Honestly, once you get up past 60, I can't really tell much of a difference. The 30 to 60 jump is like
huge,
enormous, but like a 60 to 120 isn't that big of a difference to me.
No, and I'm planning on getting another 4K TV for for my room. Like at some point. Obviously, I gotta save up a little bit more before
Bro, you
that
gotta
happens.
let me see some fucking 4K shit, dude. I can't wait to like.
Oh yeah, dude. No, it's happening. Like I mean,
gotta have like
it's
a
8
game
days.
at night, dude.
Yeah, can we come over when you get it?
Yeah, can we come over? Seriously, I'll bring like pizza or something or whatever you can eat that's diabetic or friendly.
Oh, really? You'll bring pizza?
I'll bring something you can enjoy.
I'll kill you. No. You just leave with my Xbox.
Hey, that's not a...
No, we'll definitely have a game night. We should stream it too.
I'm so down,
We should
dude.
stream the game night for the Xbox Series X. We should do like a unboxing and then fucking just game all night on the stream.
And the Xbox controllers work with the new console, so we could do like multiplayer shit. I'll bring my controller. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, dude, it'll be tight. It'll be tight because we can just hop on there and hop on the Game Pass and just fuck around. But anyways, also I've been playing Day of the Tentacle, which is like a old school Tim Schafer game. It's like a sequel to some game called Maniac Mansion, which I never played.
Oh my god, I've been playing Maniac Mansion like a week or two ago. It's this old SNES game. I got it on GOG like for like $1 recently.
So Day of the Tentacle came to Game Pass Ultimate for like PC. Like they put
No way.
They put Grim Fandango. They put Full Throttle.
I didn't know Day of the Tentacle was Maniac Mansion's sequel.
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
it is.
be on that shit tonight, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's all on there.
What do you think about Day of the Tentacle?
It's amazing. I'm addicted. I'm like, I think like 4 hours into
Bro,
it.
Maniac Mansion was way ahead of its time, dude. That game was on like original NES or some shit, and it's like, first of all, it looks really good for what it is, and it's like the gameplay is awesome. Like you're exploring this house. It's like Resident Evil 7 almost. You're like going through this house. You have like 4 different characters. Or 3 different characters or something, and like one of your characters can get caught and trapped in the basement, and then you got to like switch to your other character and go like break him out of the house and stuff. That's
kind of so Day of the Tentacle is basically it's more cartoony. It's like, basically like you're this group of teenagers, like a nerdy guy, this weird girl, and this fat rocker guy, and you have to travel through time to stop this tentacle who is trying to take over the world. And like, so you end up traveling through time, and one of you gets lost 200 years in the future, 200 years in the past, and then the other one is in the present. And so like you switch between the characters trying to get all the stuff to solve the puzzle. So like the one in the past, like you'll run into like fucking Abraham Lincoln, or not Abraham Lincoln, like George Washington and all this stuff, like
fun.
while they're making the Constitution and Like all these things
you
are
get to
happening.
pick your characters at the beginning of the game.
No, you just switch between them.
Oh,
like
okay.
so, like you switch between the present, future, and the past. Like, and then you have to solve all the stuff in the future, solve all the stuff in the past. There's a lot of adult themes and humor in it. Where like there's like a guy in a fucking like a love motel who's just sitting there with the door locked, and like you go to open it, and he's sitting there, and he's like about to kill himself, and he like pulls the trigger on the thing, and like it just shoots like a flag that says bang, and he's like I can't even do this right or whatever, like there's just like a bunch of weird themes like that, and it's fun. It's a Tim Schafer game, so like you get what you get with Tim Schafer.
I need to check that out.
It's worth playing, but basically all these point and click adventures were just added to Game Pass Ultimate. So there's that one. Like I said, there's Grim Fandango remastered.
I played a little bit of Grim Fandango like this week, but not enough to even put it on my list because it was like I played like the very intro, and then I was just like I wanted to do something else. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to put a little bit more time into it. That's
I've heard it's a
game.
masterpiece, and it's Grim Fandango is actually like the remastered Grim Fandango.
They're all the remastered versions, like
Cool.
Full Throttle remastered, which is the motorcycle guy. Like look up Full Throttle, and you'll know what it is. Like put Full Throttle game.
Remastered or no?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the reason I mentioned the character select thing from Day of the Tentacle is in Maniac Mansion, it makes you pick 3 characters out of like a roster of like 6 or 7 characters or something, and then you play the whole game with your 3 characters that you pick.
So in this one, you don't do all that, but it is supposed to be the sequel to that game.
That's
Maniac
probably
Mansion.
better. That was honestly a little convoluted, like the whole idea. I liked what they were trying to do, but I think it would be better if they had just left it out.
Wasn't executed right, but it's crazy how many point and click adventures they added this week.
I love that.
Oh, dude,
you
I was
always
so
know
excited.
That's my kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I've been playing. Devin, you been playing anything?
I mean, yeah, just pop one with Brent, a little bit of Warzone, and Echo VR, trying to avoid my walls.
Right.
I like that. Avoiding the walls. That's what we've been playing this week. If you want to let us know what you've been playing, you can drop by the live stream and let us know in the comments. We'll read it, or you can put it in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast, and we'll talk to you there as well as all the people in the group. There's a lot of people there hanging out. Anyways, so topic of the show this week is rhythm games that are a straight up bop.
Bop.
So I haven't played many rhythm games, but I figured I'd go with the ones that I have played. I've only got 4, but they're good ones.
I literally wrote down every good rhythm game I've ever played.
That's what I did.
Every single one. And
But I haven't played many. I haven't played that many, or at least not enough of one that it was worth putting on here.
I thought I hadn't played that many until I started writing them down, and I realized I've played a dickload of fucking rhythm games in my time. You know what I'm saying?
I know you have, because you had the original PlayStation. I did not have the original PlayStation.
Truth.
And there's a very specific game on there we'll talk about. But so I'll go first. Just Dance is one of those games that I don't like on my own, but it's fun as a party game, and it's really fun like for the Switch specifically, like with the controller to move it around and stuff. Like I really enjoy playing that, especially like with my girlfriend. It gives us something to play, that like I feel like, okay, I don't know how to dance, but I feel like whenever I'm playing this game, I'm kind of like learning some moves. I typically get really into it. I'm like trying to figure out the full dance, and then like I end up playing the same song over and over again.
When did the first one came out on Wii, right?
I think it probably came out before that.
Yeah, check this
they've
out.
probably been around for a while. But the games are what you think they are. First release in November 2009, so that was Wii for sure. The Wii came out in like 2007 or 2006.
Yep, platform
Yeah.
Wii.
Man, that's pretty crazy, though. But if we're just having an open discussion, you got to talk about rhythm games. You got to talk about Just Dance, but you got to talk about Dance Dance Revolution.
That's a
You know what I'm
classic,
saying?
of course.
You got to if we're talking about dancing rhythm games, I think that there's one before that, actually. I can't remember what it was called, but it was on like Super Nintendo or something.
The one that you used
You know
the
what
pad.
I'm talking about? Yeah. There was like a Dance Dance Revolution that like predated Dance Dance Revolution.
Put dancing game Super Nintendo. Just put dance game Super Nintendo. I think that'll just bring it up. Because there was
You
definitely...
know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
though? They had the pad and everything for it, and it wasn't, like, quite Dance Dance Revolution, but it was, like...
Is it tough enough?
Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe this is, like, a Mandela effect or something. You know what I mean?
No,
that's
definitely not
it.
tough.
Definitely not that. But I know what
Maybe-
you're talking about. There was one that you used the pad for, but I don't think it was... Man, I can't remember. Anyways.
Either way,
Yeah.
Dance Dance Revolution was always like the king of the arcade. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to show off their skills. You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
never fucking good at it. Like, never, ever good at it. But
Me either.
I enjoy watching people play it. It's one of those games that I wish I was good at, you know?
Yeah.
That, like, I just won't be. And and it's weird because you don't learn how to dance with Dance Dance Revolution. You do not dance with Dance Dance Revolution. You literally lean back and move your feet to, like, you're just playing Guitar Hero with your feet.
Yeah.
You know, but
It's
like,
almost like one of those Irish jig dances.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
but,
river dance.
Yeah, like a river dance. Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely like that. But like the people who are really good at it, it's just scary. You know,
Dude,
like
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
amazing.
how does your brain move that fast? You know, like how does your leg to brain connection work
Dude,
that
yeah,
fast?
that's my thing. I'm just not fast enough to play that
No.
game effectively. You know what I
Gotta
mean?
be light on the toes.
Yeah, and I don't have enough quarters to get good at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there all day and just drop money into this machine to get good at it.
Dude, speaking of dropping money into a machine, do you remember freaking Drum Mania?
Oh, Drum Mania was good. I
Drum
forgot about
Mania
that.
was the shit, dude. Drum Mania came out with Guitar Freaks also. That was like the precursor to Guitar Hero.
Mm-hmm.
And both of these were at friggin' Main Event back in the day. And I would go to Main Event just to play Drum Mania, dude. It had like a full drum set. This was way before Rock Band or any of that shit ever came out.
Yeah, I can say I never saw this in an arcade.
This is old
Yeah.
school, man, and like it would have it had a big roster of like Japanese fucking rock songs, you know.
Yeah, it was like mainly just Japanese shit.
But it was sick. You got real sticks and like a real it had a bass drum and everything, and you played it just like a real drum kit,
Yeah.
and it was so much fun. Like it was really really cool. Like and that and Guitar Freaks, because like Guitar Freaks was just Guitar Hero. I mean, it was
Yeah.
Guitar Hero. You know, like when they made Guitar Hero, they like directly
I don't know if that came first though. You
Guitar
know,
Freaks. It definitely did.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing it around the time that Guitar Hero came out, so I just maybe didn't see it.
Yeah, they brought it to America in arcade version around the same time they brought like the
1998. That's
Yeah.
fucking
Damn.
crazy.
bro. Guitar Freaks was the shit, and it's gone through several iterations. Like,
I always thought Guitar Freaks was a knockoff of
Oh,
Guitar
there's the
Hero.
two.
Like whenever I saw it.
oh
There's
look,
the
there's
two
them
side by
side by
side.
side,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually they made them to where they would
put
like
that on there.
collaborate, to where you could play drums and guitar
They,
at the
they were
same
like,
time.
oh, rock
They probably
band.
saw a rock band. They were
Yeah.
like, yeah. But
nice.
dude, those were the OG games right there, man. I was always in the arcade playing that shit.
That's awesome.
So there, we got to mention the pinnacle, the peak of rhythm games, and that was Guitar Hero 3:
Oh,
Legends of Rock.
That was the peak.
Like it was a phenomenon. Like it wasn't just like, oh, you know, a lot of people like that game. It was like everybody and their fucking dog played that game.
I mean,
like,
it was already hot when Guitar Hero 2 came out, and then like Guitar Hero 3 just like
Blew it
fucking
out of the water.
Blew it out of the
Everybody-
water.
yeah,
but
everybody had
that's
it.
because the music scene itself had risen to like a point to where it hadn't been before. I feel like, you know, so like that mix of like the rock and metal and, you know, like emo music scene getting so popular at the same time as like Guitar Hero 3 coming out, and it has like Senses Fell and Through the Fire and the Flames.
It was the
you know.
perfect storm.
Yeah, it has like fucking
Along with the classic rock that older
yeah.
people could appreciate as
Yeah.
well.
everybody
you know what I mean?
could. Yeah.
There was something for everybody. You
and,
know?
and it just like all collided. FCPR, EMIX, like just boom, it hit it, and then everybody was like, "This is it. This is the thing."
All the
you know?
DLC was awesome for that game. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
and you know, Guitar Hero 3 particularly made some probably the most notable like advances as like gameplay goes. Like the tapping was way better.
Oh, yeah.
Like the just
was crazy.
Everything was better. Like hammer-ons and pull-offs and stuff were a lot better in this game. You know what I mean?
There were like YouTube channels dedicated to people just fucking shredding on Guitar Hero.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like that's one of the earliest YouTube crazes was like people just playing through the fire and the flames.
Yes,
You know?
dude. That's also one of the most
God.
like prolific video game challenges to date. Like,
Yeah.
if you can
That's
do
so
fire
hard.
in the flames on expert, then like you have like truly accomplished
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean?
There was literally a South Park episode about Guitar Hero.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you know?
where they all go pro. Like,
Yeah. And his
They're playing
dad
at the
can
bowling
play the
alley.
actual song, and they're just like, that's fucking lame. He's
man.
always playing that.
Dude, yeah, Guitar Hero was the king for a long, long time. And, you know, it's sad because they even put out a more recent Guitar Hero game, that Guitar Hero Live,
Live,
or
yeah.
whatever, and it just didn't perform,
Well,
you know?
I mean, rock music isn't popular anymore.
That's
you
the
know?
problem.
It's
you
like
know?
it's just like there's
You got fucking Imagine Dragons or some shit. That's it. Just
Creed. No,
Machine
like-
Gun Kelly. Just
Oh God! You know, like they just need to do classic ones. And you know, the problem is that like we were saying, there's just no base for it. Nobody cares about rock music anymore.
that's so sad.
It's sad, but you know, one day it'll come back around. You know, and people will be like, "Whoa, Guitar Hero was so ahead of its time." And we're gonna be like 90. You're like, What do you mean it was ahead of its time? It was the time. And then
You know it's gonna come back before Rock Band comes back, or Guitar Hero. I mean,
what's that?
fucking
Classical music.
DJ Hero, dude.
That would not come back.
Never.
That game never was there. It came out and instantly went to sell racks at Walmart. Like
Yeah.
I remember the day it came out, they were just like, "Oh, let's move this over
Did
here,"
you
and then
ever
they just
play
put a
it?
sell sticker on it. Yes, it was horrible.
It wasn't like horrible.
It was horrible.
I
It
had
wasn't
one friend that had
great.
it, and it was so just unorthodox. Like,
Yeah,
what
it's
the
just
fuck?
like it made no sense.
It didn't make
like,
a lot of sense. Like that's the only problem. Like
You know, it didn't make
the
sense.
only problem is that the game just
didn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
not a lick of sense in
doesn't-
that game.
It's like it doesn't make any sense because it's like, how is touching this button on the turntable like
Playing the
yeah.
game, like or like playing the song.
Yeah, like with the guitar, at least you really felt like you were, you know, clickety clacking doing your thing. And then with the drums on Rock Band, we might as well go ahead and talk about Rock Band while we're talking about all this too. Because if we're talking about Guitar
Rock
Hero,
Band was amazing.
Rock
Yeah,
Band
like,
was amazing
because
dude.
it brought in the fucking drums
and
shit.
the
the
singing.
microphone.
You know, I like to sing.
Oh, the
dude.
singing.
You gotta, and there's so many good songs on Rock Band. That's one thing that like Guitar Hero and Rock Band both had going for it. Is like
Yeah.
great music,
amazing
You know what I mean?
licensed soundtracks.
Yes.
You know, like
Wake up, grab a brush and wake up. I remember trying to
that-
sing that song so many times.
That freaking black
It's too
hole
fast.
sun. Dude, that was the jam, man.
Yeah,
Ah.
and there was always the one person that would play on easy. And they just got like one
Yeah,
line.
the
Like,
bass guy
yeah,
playing easy bass, like,
damn, it always sucked to be the bass player, you know.
dude, yeah.
But
Nobody wanted to be the bass.
But
I'd
when
rather be the
guitar-
rhythm guitar.
when Guitar Hero World Tour came out, dude, the drum kit for Guitar Hero
Was
World Tour
sick.
was like a legit ass fucking like.
It had like the symbols
Drum
that
kit.
felt like
Yeah.
realistic. See, the original Rock Band was just a bunch of pads, you know, and like a you know, foot pedal,
yeah, and
which
so,
was cool.
so on Guitar Hero World Tour, there was a mode where you could just play the drums, like, and it wasn't like the game, like it was just basically you had a electric drum kit, so like
Yeah.
you could just go in and like I was like
Oh, that's
actually
sick.
learning the fucking
Yeah,
drums.
I learned like simple beats and stuff
Yeah.
from Rock Band that I transitioned to like playing simple beats on a real drum set. You know
It
what
was
I mean?
crazy, dude. I just like plugged headphones in and would just sit there and like fucking play drums.
That's because it teaches you like music theory and stuff. Like, you know, you figure out like if you play a few of the songs, you kind of realize what your foot needs to be doing
Yep.
with your hands, you know, and you're like, okay, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
I
If you
could-
play on like a hard
couldn't do it.
difficulty or higher,
I could never get the coordination down between
hard.
what my hands were doing and the beat that my feet were having to keep.
It's
But you-
hard
you
because
learn it
it's
over
like
time.
because it's actually teaching you a skill. You know what I mean? Which is cool. I don't
Yeah,
know.
at least for drums was the most realistic part of Guitar Hero. Like the guitar part taught you the idea of like, oh, you need to move your fingers and then
Yeah,
strum.
but it wasn't
you're
real.
not going to translate that to your fucking guitar.
They
It
did
just-
make that one game where you plug a real guitar into your Xbox or whatever. Rocksmith, I
Yeah,
think.
Rocksmith.
Is that what it was called?
Yep.
But I never played it. I heard it was cool, but I never tried it or anything.
It apparently like legitimately teach people how to or
Yeah.
taught people how to
Play guitar.
I think that's awesome. We need more stuff like that, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, people just don't care about the rock no more though.
Imagine if you had a game that was geared to teaching you how to actually play drums alongside some kind of peripheral drum kit like that. That would
Yeah.
be sick. I would.
But see, now that rock is out and everything else is in.
Now that rock sucks.
Now that rock sucks. Papa the Rapper needs to make a fucking return to PS5. Why is that not a thing?
Parappa the Rapper.
Parappa the Rapper. I don't know why I said Papa.
I'm pretty sure they did Parappa the Rapper 2. Can you look that up for me, Devin?
For the PS4, right?
I don't know. I don't know when it came out or if it was even good, but I think it happened. You know what I mean?
I like how it said Parappa the Rapper guitar.
Look up 2, the
click.
sequel.
Put all though, like so we can see if it's a thing.
I think if it did.
Yep, it did come out.
Come to PlayStation 2.
What?
2001.
PS4 too.
But I probably a re-release.
Yeah, re-release.
Or
What the
remastered.
Lip.
Anyways, Parappa the Rapper was like the OG fucking rhythm game.
So it's Parappa the Rapper. See, like, what the fuck? I always thought it was Parappa the Rapper, like my whole life. But so Parappa the Rapper though, they could reboot that series.
they
like,
did recently, I think.
No, we
on
just
PS4,
saw it.
right?
No, they remastered the
Oh,
sequel.
okay.
So they
They
should
remastered both of them, didn't they?
probably. But I'm saying they should reboot it.
That
Like
would
just
be
a whole
sick.
new game.
I want Parappa the Rapper, but like with modern day like trap beats going on. And
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. You could put fucking like any modern day rapper in there.
And
You
you
know,
could
like
also like have
have
real
him rap
rappers
against-
write the tracks for this. That would be
Yes.
tight. You know what I mean?
or also like have him like being taught how to rap by
Real
rappers.
That would be fun
like,
to have like a cartoon or have like in every level in Parappa the Rapper. You're
like
doing,
Lil Yachty just
Yeah.
shows up and like
well, you're doing something in the game usually, and like it's like okay, in the first level you're getting taught karate by like an onion who raps to you.
Yeah.
And like the second level you're getting taught like driving by like a moose who raps to you. So like you could have each rapper, like actual rapper, be like the onion guy or a moose guy or some like fun character in the game, but like they're just
yeah, you're like just riding on Lil Yachty's yacht.
You could have
like
T-Pain like just be like a fucking
pouring
like,
you drinks.
like a moose or something with like auto tune, like I don't know.
No, I guess you could do that too.
That's what you'd have to do. You can't just have Parappa the Rapper like talking to actual rappers. You'd have to have like Logic or somebody, but have him like dressed up like a clown or some shit. Like it couldn't just be like
Why he
have
gotta
him
be a clown?
characterized into the game.
Yeah, they'd have to be characterized into the game, but it would be tight.
Why Logic got to be the clown though?
Because
No,
he's a
just-
fucking clown. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So during the time of Guitar Hero, there was like a lot of wannabes, and one of those wannabes came to the old school iPhone, and it was called Tap Tap Revenge.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever played that. I played the shit out of
I
Tap
think I
Tap.
did.
Forgot
play.
about that game until just now.
It was
Holy
good.
shit.
It had like songs from like The Main and like Every Avenue and stuff like that. It was more like chill, but it was something fun to do. Like I remember like just sitting outside of Walmart waiting for my mom, and I'm just like sitting there playing it on my iPod Touch.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
and it was like one of
the
like
iPod
the-
Touch.
Yeah, dude.
It was like when touchscreens were still like a fairly new
Yeah,
thing.
in their infancy.
And it was
Yeah.
really good. It was
good.
It was like super precise. Like whenever you'd press, like it would just be instant. Like the
Crisp.
feedback was good. I loved it, man.
I remember
so many
that
good
game.
games.
That's where you're touching the lights as they
Yep.
fly by, right?
And
yeah.
like you'd have to do like 2 at a time or 3 at a time. It
That was sick. I remember
yeah.
that.
The multi-touch feature was new for the for like touch screens at that point. But anyways,
Good times.
you got anything else over there?
Yeah, I got a lot. Did you ever play Crypt of the Necro Dancer, bro?
Never played it.
Okay, this game is tight. It's like a roguelike game, but like basically you can only move with the beat, so you have to like listen to the song that's playing, and like you have to move your character like bump 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 bump, you know, and like if you gotta like attack the enemies to the beat, and if you get like a kill, and then you go on like a little rhythmic thing, and you keep getting kills,
Get like a streak.
yeah, the levels start lighting up. It's really a fun mechanic and interesting way to play the game. I don't know.
Yeah, they did a Legend of Zelda version of it.
I heard it was pretty good too.
Yeah, but I never played it. That would be the one I would try out for sure.
Definitely. Did you play Donkey Konga? Do you
I was
remember?
gonna say y'all
play
bet
Donkey
it, yeah.
Konga.
Dude,
Yeah.
you got to talk about Donkey
That was
Kong.
actually good. Like
Yeah.
Donkey Konga wasn't
was a
a
lot of
bad
fun.
game at all.
It was good, and the little peripheral they put out with it, the little the bongos that came with it, were a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yep.
You know,
Bongos were so
Smashed
dope.
the hell out of those things as a kid.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember I was very upset that it was a rhythm game until I got it and played it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not upset. It's good because like I was Donkey Kong to the death of me. You know what I'm saying? I still am. But
that's one that could be fun as like a revival if you had like both of your Switch controllers and you were like
Joy-Cons.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could
Joy-Cons.
literally do that with Joy-Cons.
that would be sick. Even the clap, I mean, you might break your Joy-Cons. You clap together. I don't know.
Well, like, but with the haptic feedback, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
You could make it feel like you're hitting the drum.
That's what I was thinking. Like when you come into contact with it, it's like boom, boom, ding, boom.
And maybe like instead of actually clapping them, you just have to do the
Do
motion.
like a motion, yeah. Maybe when you get like to here, it'll do like a
vibration.
vibration. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I would play that.
So one game that I ended up playing yesterday because I was like, man, I haven't played that many rhythm games, and I didn't think about Donkey Konga. I was like, I'm gonna try out this game that I've heard a lot about called Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Oh,
have
I've
you
heard
played
about
this?
this. No, I haven't.
So this game is
I
actually
didn't even
part
know
of
this was out.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. It's on Switch. I think it's on PS4 and Xbox, but I know for a fact it's on Switch and it's on mobile. And it's part of Apple Arcade. So like, if you have Apple Arcade, which is like $4.99 a month or whatever, it's one of the mini games you get with it. Now, this game is fucking cool.
I've heard it's like really good.
Yeah, I'm like 2 hours into it, and or not 2 hours into it, like an hour and a half into it, because the game's only like 2 hours long. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Like you can see all the little levels. I'm almost done with it, but it's really fucking good. I would recommend this to anybody who enjoys like just like visual games, like where like a bunch of shit is happening and you're just kind of floating through it, and you have to like it's like almost like an acid trip. Like the whole point of the game is that it puts you. It's hard to explain. It's supposed to be a soundtrack or like a CD. So the person who made it was like, this is a video game EP. Like they wanted to put out their album, and the way that they decided to do it was as a video game. So
Cool.
each level is a different song from the album.
Oh, cool.
And so like you're playing through, and like there's like certain parts where you have to like tap to like, and it's going fast. It's almost like an endless runner where you have to jump over things, but like to the beat of the song, like for certain things. And like,
Is the music good?
it's really good. It's like, there's some songs on there, like on the boss levels, like that are so fucking catchy. Like it's like this Swedish, like trance pop, like
Techno-y.
like, yeah, it's like techno pop or something like from Sweden. And it's just like really catchy. Like there was one level I just wanted to keep playing over and over again so I could keep hearing the song. Like it was that good. Like, so like you're going through the verse and everything's kind of chill. You're like collecting these like hearts and stuff. And then all of a sudden you get to the chorus, and like this fucking dog, like this giant, like robot dog just like drops down, and the music picks up real heavy, and he's like fighting you, and you're like shit.
Oh,
And it'll
tight.
switch between like it'll go between like first person view on like this motorcycle, like to where you're just like flying through the air in third person and like doing all this. It's crazy, dude.
That
It's
sounds
really
awesome.
good. Yeah, and
Is it on PC?
I don't know. I do, like I said, it's on iPhone. You can get a free month of Apple Arcade and just play it on there, and then just delete your Apple Arcade thing before it charges you at the end of the month if you want.
Dude, I'm gonna have to. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
If you go to download the game, yeah, it's
No,
on
it's-
Steam. Yeah.
Nice.
Nintendo Switch, PlayStation
How much is
4,
it?
Xbox One.
Oh, you just did it on Apple Arcade.
Yeah, I just did it for free on Apple Arcade,
It's on
but
pretty much every platform.
yeah.
I wonder how much. Can you find out how much it is on Steam for me?
Click that Steam button.
The little link under the 10
Up top,
10.
up top, up top. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Man, yeah.
Let's see what it says. $12.99. Yeah, dude, go to Apple Arcade.
You think it's worth $12.99?
No, hell no. Not because the game's not good, but because
just because there's an alternate way to play it for free.
and it's only 2 hours long. No matter what, it's 2 hours long. Like unless you just really suck. But like the game is only 2 hours. It's really short. But I think $12.99 because it's basically like buying an album. It's literally called a pop album video game.
Huh.
It's really good.
I'm going to check that out. That's awesome.
It's worth it. It's worth it, especially if you're just sitting at home with your phone in your hands and you got nothing else to do. Anyways, so yeah, that's all my rhythm games.
Okay, so I got to talk about. I'll save this for last because I feel like VR has kind of like put a new home for all these rhythm games. Like it's like there's so many fucking rhythm games in VR, and most of them are really good. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it's like I don't know. Developers have figured out a way, like, this is how we can do rhythm games in a fun way again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll list off a few that are, like, good but not worth elaborating about. There's Audica, Synth Riders, Thumper, Audio Trip, O-Shape, which is basically, I don't know if you could even really call that one a rhythm game, because you do punch blocks to a rhythm, but it's more like you're trying to, like, have you ever seen that show Hole in the Wall? Where you, like, do like where you try to get through it's kind of like that. Res Infinite, which is like an old school rhythm game reimagined. Polybius, which is like a mythical fucking video game reimagined. And Electronauts. But the two that I feel like are worth mentioning more than anything on the VR systems are, of course, Beat Saber, the new age fucking Guitar Hero. I feel like it's basically Guitar Hero now. You know what I mean? It's one of the probably most widely accepted VR games out there. Like pretty much everybody likes Beat Saber. You know what I mean?
That's what I've heard.
It's
I saw
fun.
an arcade version of it the other day.
No.
Yeah, so there's a
Really?
new place called Andretti's
Yeah.
down there, like I-10 and Beltway.
And they had Beat Saber over there?
They don't just have Beat Saber. They have a whole plethora of VR stalls and
No
stuff. That
way.
They even have the.
Are they marketed as like a VR
no,
arcade?
No,
They're just a normal
actually,
arcade?
their main thing is like go-karts, like multi-level go-kart track.
That's
Oh,
dope.
nice.
See, we need more VR headsets in arcades. That's the place where VR really needs to find a home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Beat Saber's great. Basically, you hold lightsabers and cut blocks to the music. One of the things that makes Beat Saber so great is all the licensed music they have available for Beat Saber. That's without modding. You can mod it and add tons of shit into it. But without mods, if you're willing to spend a little money, like a couple dollars per music pack, they've got like Green Day music packs, Linkin Park music packs,
Panic at the
Disco music packs, Timbaland. So, there's all kinds of fun licensed music to go with Beat Saber. The other rhythm game that I feel like is probably the most noteworthy on VR is Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip is really cool. You go through this, it's like an endless runner, kind of like you're going through this hallway, but there's tons of dudes that run out, and you have to shoot them like John Wick. And if you shoot them to the beat of the music, you get more points.
Nice.
And you can go double guns or one gun, and you gotta dodge bullets in slow-mo and stuff. And every month they add a new song to this game that's awesome, and it's a whole new level, and they're just constantly pumping it full of new content. So if you want something that's frequently being updated and really high quality, then this is the game for you. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, so that's it for our topic of the show this week. If we miss some of your favorite rhythm games, let us know. Now we're going to jump on over to the People's Champ. Brent, you're going to have to locate our People's Champ. I think we had a decent amount of questions this week. I think people are in the gaming mood this week,
Yeah.
with all the next-gen releases and whatnot. So who do you think deserves the title of champion?
Oh man, let's see. It's a tough one this week. We got a lot of contenders,
Oh wait, go back to the go. This isn't on the. Okay, just making sure we're not showing off people's Instagram on the stream. I was just making sure. And I didn't post it on the Instagram today. I forgot.
I was just checking.
I'm bad about that. I got to remember next time.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Brian Moctezuma.
Ooh, Brienne. No, I'm just kidding. Brian Moctezuma. What's up?
He says, what games are you excited to play now that EA Play has gone live on Game Pass? Devin, can you bring up a list of the EA games that are available to play on EA
yes,
Play?
Sir, I sure can.
Because I think we can tell you all about the games we're excited to play. And a lot of these, I think, I'm not necessarily excited to play, but I'm excited for other people to be able to play. Like Among Us, or not Among Us, A Way Out. I feel like A Way Out is one of those overlooked games that didn't get enough attention, and I'm happy that it's going to get new life on Game Pass. You know what I mean?
Transition it so people can see.
Oh, yeah. Bring up the transition over here for my boys on the other side.
On the other
Watching
side.
the kids.
All right, so we got
Jedi Fallen
lots.
Order, obviously. Need for Speed Heat, I wouldn't mind trying that one out.
Oh, dude, that's
I'll probably
tight.
try Anthem just because fuck it, why not?
I refuse to try Anthem. Even so Battlefield 5 is on there. That's what's up.
A lot of good stuff. We got
All
the
the
Madden.
NHLs.
Plants versus Zombies. That's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Lots of the sports is all the
footballs.
all the ball
Scroll
games.
a little faster down
Ooh,
here.
Unravel 2. We got A Way Out. That's pretty exciting for people.
We got lots.
Yeah, lots. Let's just scroll
Paradise
quick.
Remastered.
UFC
yeah, just kind of
3.
float through it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
UFC 3.
dude, honestly,
yes.
UFC 3 is just as good as UFC 4. I hate to be that way, but it is.
The best Mass Effect, Andromeda. No, I'm just kidding.
Battlefront. I mean, if you're a
Battlefront.
Star
Ooh.
Wars junkie, man, you can't get
Nice.
enough of that Battlefront. Dragon Age Inquisition, dude. That game is sick.
That is
Like,
a classic.
It's a
I heard
really
lots of
good
good
game.
things.
Titanfall.
Ooh,
Titanfall.
Yeah.
Need for Speed Rivals sounds
Dead
horrible.
Space. The whole Dead Space franchise was on there, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's nice.
Crisis.
Bejeweled
Yeah,
3.
Crisis.
Dude,
Bejeweled. I think
Let's go.
Peggle's on there too. Oh, hold up.
Yeah.
Mass Effect. All the Mass Effect games.
Wait,
Also,
SSX?
you might want to wait on Mass Effect though, because
The remastered.
Is SSX a remaster?
yeah, it's the reboot of the series actually.
Oh, that must have done horrible. I haven't heard anything about it.
It's kind of old.
The Alice games,
Fight Night
American
Champions,
McGee,
baby. Fucking Dragon Age 2, dude.
Skate 3.
Oh my goodness, so many games.
Yeah.
Dante's Inferno,
Ooh,
dude.
Bad Company
Classic.
Dude, Dante's Inferno is the last good
God of
classic
War
God of
clone.
War game. Yeah. No, like just out of all the old God of Wars because I feel like that came out after the last God of War.
Yeah.
That was like that. So it's like the last good God of War game.
I'm a big fan of the
Or not
Mirror's
good,
Edge
but,
games too.
you know.
Army of
Bad
2
Company.
was a good classic.
Medal of Honor Airborne.
Yeah, dude.
Wait a minute. Is there?
And Black. Oh, Black's always fun.
What the fuck? Black is on here?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
And all this is just bloop going on Game Pass. So
That's
How about
awesome.
that Zuma?
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be playing Black on my fucking
oh
Xbox
my
Series
God,
X.
dude. A million frames per second.
Dude, I can't wait for that.
Anyways, hope
Yeah.
that helped, Brian.
So we're excited for a lot of things. Obviously, there's nothing on there that's like holy shit.
I don't know,
But
Star. If you haven't played Star Wars, dude, that
Yeah.
game is
Well,
like,
Jedi
holy-
Fallen Order,
Yeah,
that's
that
the
game
main
is
one.
so good. And I highly recommend everybody check out A Way Out. So good.
oh yeah, thanks for
Um,
being the champion this week, Brian.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
see you on Warzone.
See you on Wars.
We got Jeffrey Lewis here. He says to us, name the one MMORPG that you regret playing / wasting time on. Also, what was your most enjoyable MMO experience? And also, why do you regret WoW? My answer to all of those questions is Fallout 76.
Is that really an MMO though?
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not. Actually, I regret playing. I didn't like Star Wars. Knights
the
of
Old
the Old
Republic.
Yeah,
Not Knights.
Not Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
And it's probably better since when I played it back in the day. But when I tried it initially, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah. There was a game that I played a lot of whenever I was younger. I think it was called Perfect World that I enjoyed playing. That was a fun MMO. The one that I regret the most playing was Guild Wars, which I bought, and like I had a shitty PC and I was trying to play it and everybody's really mean to me on there. I was like a little kid, and I was like, man, I regret this shit. And then I was never about MMOs after that. So yeah, that's my experience. What was the last part of that question?
The last part of the question was also, what was your most enjoyable MMO experience, and why do you regret WoW?
Oh, I never played WoW. I've watched people play WoW, and I refused to pay $15 a month to play a game.
I was too poor to
me
play
either.
WoW.
Are you kidding me? $15 a month?
Yeah, if you want to play WoW, it's $15 a month.
That's outrageous.
And then they have like their stupid patches and expansions
Bro,
about pan diarrhea and stuff like that. No, but
I'd rather play Elder Scrolls Online, dude. Fuck that.
Don't be hating on ESO.
No, I'm not even joking. I would literally rather play Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah. Though I know a lot of people who love WoW. Like all the people I play Warzone with are like PC gamers that only like they play Warzone and fucking WoW. And I'm like, no, I'm good, dude. Like, but anyways, what else we got over there?
Okay, we got Philip Watson Dean here. He says, what color was your first Game Boy? Good question, by the way. This almost won you People's Champ this week.
So whenever it comes to color of Game Boy, so like I had a Game Boy Color, but then I also had a Game Boy, I believe it was a Pocket, which the Game Boy Pocket I had first, which is just like an OG Game Boy, but
with the gray with the
no. The Game Boy Pocket was yellow. Like look this up real quick. Look up Game Boy Pocket Yellow, and this is what I had before I got my Game Boy Color.
What color was your Game Boy Color?
So my Game Boy.
Oh, look at that, dude!
Yeah.
That brings me back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Game Boy Pocket didn't have color, did it?
No, it didn't.
Man, dude,
but
that's old school.
that was like an OG Game Boy, but it was like getting the
But
Game Boy
smaller?
Slim.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Smaller.
so that was the one that I had, and then my first Game Boy Color was the Glacier Purple, where like it was
Wow.
like see through, and I remember I got it with Mario Tennis. And like, oh my gosh, dude, Mario Tennis is one of my favorite games to this day.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
Mario Tennis for
Classic.
Game Boy.
Mario Tennis was like a cool looking game in itself. Just like the cartridge, it was like
Yeah,
all clear
you
and
see
shit.
like
Yeah.
fucking Mario slamming that tennis ball in your face. But it wasn't even about Mario. The cool thing about it was like a Pokemon RPG,
Yeah.
but
Mario
for
was almost
Mario
the bad
Tennis.
guy in that game. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it was cool, dude.
Man, so my sister had one of the OG Game Boys, like the big chunky white ones, you know what I mean? And then when I finally got my first Game Boy, it was like either I'm colorblind, so I was a kid and I didn't know I was colorblind at this point. So as a kid, I thought it was dark blue, but it could have been purple. I'm not sure.
I
But
think yours was purple.
yeah, okay, so I had a purple one originally, but then I eventually lost my purple one. And it like fell out of my car or something. Or not my car. It fell out of my parents' car.
You're just driving
I'm just,
around at like
driving
7.
No, but I lost it, and I got another one that was like blue, like a lighter colored blue.
They did have like a light blue, like a light blue turquoise.
So I had like
solid.
I had like a purple one and a light blue one. You know what I mean? And then I got a like a glacier blue Game Boy Advance.
Yep.
And then I had that was like
Glacier was super
translucent.
popular with
It
the
was so
Advance.
tight, dude. And then I think I had an SP. I had like almost every variation.
I had them all too. The Game Boy Advance SP, I had the blue one,
Yeah.
like the solid blue.
I can't remember what color my SP was. I think it was just black or something. And then I had that Game Boy Micro, bro.
Dude, don't even get me started with the
With
Game Boy
the face
Micro,
plates
dude.
and shit, dude.
I
Oh my
loved it with the
God.
backlight.
Dude, bring up a Game Boy Micro for everybody. Transition that up to the
Dude,
people.
those things are like $150 now. Like, to try and find a game, like type in Game Boy Micro, look at it, and then click the shopping button,
Oh my
and let's see how
gosh.
much it costs.
I love
200.
789.
I'm not gonna lie, I loved my Game Boy Micro though. It was so sick. Man,
I had like one friend that had.
I
had
regret
one of those
selling
back in
that
the
more
day.
than anything.
Well,
dude.
the reason why they're worth so much is because they didn't sell very well. Because the Game Boy Advance SP was already out and the DS was about to come out.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally right before the DS came out.
This
People
thing
were
was
like,
so
why?
sick though. This was like the perfect thing to have in your pocket at school when you're like trying to like just
Game
fuck
on the
off.
DL.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would transition that so
Yeah.
everybody can see that price. That's crazy. $700 for that shit. right now.
Oh.
If only I wouldn't have had mine smashed.
Yeah, I sold mine like an idiot like years ago. And now
I just had the neon green. That's
see, I had the
neon-
silver
the
one.
Game Boy Color.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Neon
Dude.
green was tight though.
Those did not hold up very well over time, like because of how bright they were. Like they just like got so dirty.
Dingy as fuck.
Yeah.
They really
It's like-
did.
Freaking crazy. That's why I like the glacier ones so much
Oh,
because
yeah.
they stayed clean and like
Yeah.
you could just like clean them if you needed to. And like
The purple glacier of
Man.
the Game Boy Advance
mhm.
I love the Game Boy Advance. Oh,
with the gray bumpers.
makes me happy. Okay. We got John Evans Turner here.
What's up?
He says, "What's the best way to gain Twitch followers?"
I don't know. You tell us.
Yeah,
No.
If we knew, we would be gaining them.
Well, I think we're gaining them slowly, but it's also because we're not consistent with like a lot of content. We're not constantly streaming. Really, it's about setting a schedule. Like this is just like guaranteed. If you want to gain followers, you need a Twitter, you need an Instagram, and you need to be posting daily content. You need to have a schedule posted on your Twitch account that says, I'm on from this time to this time. You can't switch it up. You got to be consistent about it these days and then stick to it. And typically stream one type of game. Like don't be switching around a lot. Like only people who already have a following can really do that. You need to pick something that you are good at or that you can be funny about and just stick to it. Like maybe it's horror games or maybe it's action games or maybe it's this. But people tend to stick to one thing for a while, and then once they build up their base, then they can be like, hey guys, I'm going to start doing different types of streams.
Yeah, and if you're really committed to gaining followers, it's not a bad idea to pump a little money into advertising.
That too. Yeah, on Facebook, on Instagram. But don't do any ads on Twitter. Twitter ads are pointless. But be on Twitter constantly posting shit, especially like, funny gaming shit. Then follow a bunch of gamers, follow a bunch of Twitch streamers, because on Twitter, if you follow a bunch of Twitch streamers, they'll constantly be like trying to connect and network with you and stuff like that. And they might host you on their channel. If you get hosted on somebody's channel that has a following, then all their followers who are watching will get to see your shit and like at the, live and stuff like that. So you just really got to network and you got to make sure you're consistent. That's it.
Yeah,
But-
exactly what he said. Okay, so we got Aaron Jizzy here.
That's a horrible last name.
Sorry, it's a work in progress. He says, so I should be getting my Series X tomorrow with a little emoji like this. And he says, would you guys be interested if I did an unboxing video for the page?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, not only will I be interested, I'm going to slow jerk while I watch the video.
He's like, actually, no, I don't think I want to do the unboxing.
I'm slow jerking hard, dude.
Yeah, to the unboxing. No, do it for sure. And I was saying,
Please.
because he was saying he'd be unbiased, and I was like, you're right. I should not do an unboxing because I'm going to be like, this is amazing, no
Dude,
matter what.
I don't know how the unboxing could be not tight as shit.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I was like a diehard PS5 fan. If I got the chance to like
unbox a console.
yeah, or if I got to unbox a PS5, I'd be psyched. If
Dude.
I got to unbox anything new, I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
I'm telling you, yes, Aaron, do the unboxing, and then on the 18th or the 19th. No, because I'm opening it on the 18th. I don't give a fuck. If y'all want to be here on the 18th, we'll do an unboxing on live stream. But
I'm being there.
I don't care if I have to open it and then put it back in to unbox it for the stream.
Bro, you better call me when you get that shit, and I'm gonna drive
dude.
down. I'm dropping everything I'm doing. We're doing that.
It's
shit.
coming the 18th, and then when I get off work or whatever's happening that day, we'll set up the
I'm just gonna
stream.
be waiting at your house when you get off work.
Yeah.
It's going down.
We'll set that shit up right here.
I'll be
Fucking
walking your
open
dog
that.
when you get home. We'll just be fucking going in, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. You and Devin.
It's next Wednesday. Let's do it.
Whew, that's exciting.
Nice.
Okay, we got Will Elpers here. What up, Will? He says, with Dwarf Fortress coming soon to Steam, is there any reason to care about anything else, really?
Nothing. There's nothing to care about because Dwarf Fortress is coming.
Devin, can you bring up Dwarf Fortress for
Dwarf, like
Dwarf
a small.
Okay, I wasn't sure what y'all were saying.
like
there.
a
like a small. Well, what, Jamal?
Yeah, what are you gonna say,
small
Jamal?
fantastical character.
What am I?
There's no such thing as a
Dwarf
dwarf.
Fortress.
Fortress.
Okay, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Is this a mod or what?
Oh, bro.
Dude,
Oh, this isn't even
Is
almost.
this
what-
up for the people to see? Can you transfer this
yes,
up?
I can.
They need to see the Dwarf Fortress, bro.
yeah, what
need to
what is
know-
Dwarf Fortress? And can we go to all and like read about Dwarf Fortress?
Yes, we can.
Like, is this like a okay?
Download door. Oh, you can already get Dwarf Fortress right there.
Construction management simulation.
It's got a 4.8.
Is a construction and management simulation and roguelike indie video game created by Bay 12 Games, freeware, and is in development since 2002. Its first alpha version was released in 2006, and it received attention for being a 2-member development team, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, surviving solely on donations.
From
again,
Will.
what was Will's question about it? Like,
Yes, if there's any reason to care about anything else.
no, I mean, but if it's been in alpha, is it like
It's coming to Steam.
Is it? Oh, that's the only
Yeah.
difference now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, man.
No one needs an Xbox Series X or a PS5
Yeah.
when
They just
Dwarf
need
Fortress
this.
is on fucking
Yeah.
Steam.
I mean,
dude.
you can have Game Pass. You can have all the games in the world, but you're not going to have Dwarf Fortress. You know what I'm saying?
this a-
So
Look at these
Is this a
graphics.
top-down
I can't
view,
tell if that's
or
going
it's-
into the
yeah.
Earth or coming out of the Earth in a lot of places. You know what I mean?
It's
What
a
is-
top down, dude.
But
I think. See the horse? Those are horses.
Well, but that looks like underground.
All right.
Look, I give it a visually a 10 out of 10.
Solid 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
4K upscaling on the Series
Imagine the
S
ray
might be
tracing,
a little
dude.
difficult.
Imagine the water in that game with the ray tracing.
Oh,
Anyway, so is that all the questions we got this week?
No, there's.
that's what we got.
Wait, there's more?
Oh,
Is there more?
there must have been caught. No.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. I didn't want anybody to get left out. Thanks so much for the listener questions, guys. That was fun. It's always great to have your input.
Yeah, you rock.
You guys get.
You guys rock.
Give them the gold star. Get out the gold stars. We're gonna put them up here on the whiteboard. We got Will Elpert. No, I'm just kidding.
We should actually do that.
yeah,
We
just
should
get a
have like
whiteboard.
a whiteboard with gold stars for everybody.
Do a digital one. Like
That's how we should be
behind us.
keeping track of the
Champion.
yearly people's champ. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we definitely need to start keeping track.
We'll start that next year. No, I'm just kidding.
Starting now.
But now that we're done with the listener questions, we're gonna round out the show with Brent's.
I forgot what I called it last week, but
Super
it's crazy
interesting
fun
fact.
fact. We're doing the Brent's effing crazy facts.
Oh, effing crazy.
That's what it
We're
is now.
censoring.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
So we got some crazy facts over here.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, I
Are
got.
they
I gotta
gonna be posed
guess.
in question form?
What
Yeah.
is this? Where? Yeah, is it posed in question form like last week? That was fun.
Was it posed in question?
It,
form
it
last
wasn't,
week?
but we
I
turned
had
it
to
into.
like, yeah,
I had
you
to
like guess
what
what it
was. You know.
I
Okay.
mean, can you guess?
Damn.
Am I supposed to give you a
No, no,
clue?
because you were like in
This
Japan,
phenomena.
there's this phenomena or whatever, and it's called this, and I was like, oh, let me guess what it means.
Oh, okay, I got you. How about this? Can you guess the reason why the artificial taste of bananas doesn't taste like bananas?
I do know. This.
Why
Do
is
you know?
this?
Hang on, let
I'm
Jamal
gonna- yeah,
guess before you.
I'll let Jamal. Yeah.
Oh, if you actually know, okay.
I legitimately know
why
this one.
it doesn't.
Yeah, why does the artificial taste of bananas taste so different than actual bananas
Today.
today?
Wait, why you say today?
What's it-
Like as okay. All right, you guys are throwing in hints here. I think because bananas have changed over time. Because he said today, I'm going to say
Yeah.
that the flavor and the genetic makeup
No.
of bananas have changed, and they used to taste like what candy
No,
bananas
it's a little
taste
more
like.
specific.
You're
than that.
incredibly close.
Oh,
It's a little more specific.
You're very,
though.
very, very close.
okay. What is it?
So basically, bananas used to taste like the artificial banana taste.
Literally what I just said.
But it's
Okay.
because the old banana that used to taste like that got wiped out by the plague in the 1950s. And now the banana that we have that has replaced the old banana is a slightly less flavorful banana
different-
called the Cavendish banana.
So it was
the
just
whole
more
species-
natural selection rather than it is genetic makeup of it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
it was a
so
whole species of banana got wiped out by this like disease or something.
the
Parasite.
Gross Michael banana was the original banana, and
I feel sorry for the guy they named that after. They're just like, dude, that's a fucking gross Michael.
apparently they were like the shit, and like they were super flavorful and stuff. But then they had this Panama disease, and it came and it wiped it out. And there were like almost no more by the 1960s. There's still some like banana, connoisseurs out there that like have their own private Gross Michael plant in their house.
And it just
you know what I
tastes
mean?
like fucking runts.
Pretty much, apparently.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Would be really good. But I would just like to
fuck
say,
with
I pretty much got that right. I don't care what you guys say.
You were very, very close.
That was almost.
if I hadn't have said, I slipped up and I
Yeah,
said
if you wouldn't have
today.
said today, I wouldn't have.
Damn
I
it.
wouldn't have guessed that. But
that was still an incredible implication on your part.
My
Just-
apologies, Brent.
No, it's okay. I say we're all winners here, except for anybody who likes old bananas.
wait, what's wrong with
Well,
old bananas?
But we do. Like
Well,
old
we can't
bananas.
get them anymore because of the 1950s.
Oh, then they're losers in the
Yeah.
way that they lose out.
We lose
I'm
out
sorry.
by not eating.
So all
the
of us
bananas.
lose technically
Should've-
because we
should've
all
been
want
born
to
in
try
the
that banana.
1930s.
Well,
That's like the first thing I could do if I could time travel. I'd be eating
go
the shit out of
taste
some of
some
those
bananas?
bananas, dude.
yeah, but I'd also try out like McDonald's in the 1930s.
Oh,
and
I'd
shit
try
like that.
everything. I'd be
Yeah.
so fat that I'd just go back in time and eat a bunch.
I'd go to one of those like those picturesque like diners where you get a malt shake, and like drink a
Bro,
classic Coke with
I was about
cocaine
to say,
in
you
it.
gotta get a classic Coke, bro,
Because
with
I'd
the
just be like-
cocaine.
Just like, like everybody's like, holy shit.
Dude, yes.
I just love how like Brent and Jamal have a time machine. First thing they do, go taste food. Like,
Dude,
That's what we're
hell
doing.
yeah, bro.
That's what we're doing, man.
I'm getting coked out, bro, on fucking legal coke
I
in a
would go
drink.
way back in the day and try like medieval food and shit. Except I'd probably get killed for being like a witch or something if I went back too far in time. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful with time travel. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and plus you don't want to. I don't think I'd trust the fucking food like
the plague.
sanitization like
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Bad idea. You're gonna get a big turkey leg full of bubonic plague.
Yeah.
Like. But
the real
anyways,
Renfest experience.
exactly, and then get burned at the stake. But that's been the GameSpeak Podcast, episode 191, guys. Remember, you've been listening to us courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast every Tuesday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST.
It's stunning HD.
Stunning HD. Be sure to submit any questions you want us to read on the show to the GameSpeak Podcast Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our video content on youtube.com/createforsanity, including our trailer reaction videos. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle I'll draw for Jamal, and Brent at Brent has one. That's the number one. And check Devin at Devin. What is it?
Devondrius.
Devondreus. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners. Later.
Bye, bitch.
Oh.